Yeah, Atsuko is at the hotel. She's got to be taken to her flight early in the morning, but hopefully she's getting some rest. I don't know if she's gonna work or if she's gonna watch or not, but we had a fun time. We'll talk about it in a minute.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay.
Your life alert gets Twitch alerts too? It's wild. Good for you.
Never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves. We won't let the world burn away. Burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it to the back of the pack. Kill it anyway. To play.
Bullshiffer's the one that needs life alert. He's the one that goes missing for 3 or 4 weeks. Oh, I go to bed early. Okay, sure. Let's say the timer's over. Let's see what we can get here. That'll kill the music. Let's roll the intro.
Hey everybody, it's Tim Cold here. Listen up. You guys are really mad at me because of my last broadcast. I disclosed a God dream where we were all instructed by God to subscribe to Cold Beer Confessional channel on Rumble and BitChute and Twitch and YouTube. Listen, it's not my fault. I have to disclose what I'm told by God. So don't get mad at me. If you want to do something about that, the best thing you can do is go into the comments section on his YouTube channel. Just imagine these guys are you guys going into the Will Bird's comments section and saying things like, your channel is trash, your sunglasses look ridiculous, you're not a real patriot, or, your wife can do better, just anything like that. And for those of you saying that actually that will help his channel because it will bring more engagement and it'll help the algorithms, I've already run this past Uncle Teshy. Uncle Teshy knows about algorithms, okay? There is nothing Nikola Tesla is
Good
more
old Uncle
expert at
Teshy
than YouTube algorithms. And if he says it won't affect it, then it won't affect it. So I strongly suggest that you guys get into the comments section and call this guy an asshole.
Welcome everybody. I am Will Bird. This is Cold Beer Confession. Let me switch the cameras around. Go ahead and switch them around. Thank you guys for joining us. A sad day around my house. A sad day around my house. Wait a second. your channel is trash. Your sunglasses look ridiculous. You're not a real patriot, and your wife can do better, asshole. That's that. You followed the instructions to a T. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for joining us. Atsuko is leaving us. We had fun. We didn't do a whole lot. It's a small town, but we hung out. We had a good time, and I appreciate her coming by. Liam cried. He didn't bawl, but he teared up. He was so excited to see Atsuko. He didn't want her to leave. He was stuck to her hip. He really enjoyed that. But she come to see us. We hung out for a while. It was kind of poor weather today, but we did fly the drone. We hung out yesterday. We went out to eat, and I took her shopping today at what Mariah for some reason calls a boutique. It was an outdoor store, but it had a lot of stuff about my hometown listed and blah blah blah. Uh-oh. Bliss reached Division 9. Oh, yeah, if you're still playing the game, there's only 1 day left. And I think I need 10 more people to reach the next plateau. I'm going to try to get a hold of some more cell phones and do what I can. But if you're still playing, or if there's any way that you can get to Division 9, that would be great. He did, in fact, ball after y'all left. He was sad. But Liam really enjoyed it. I hope Atsuko enjoyed herself. I haven't been on Discord. I haven't been on Telegram. I hung out with her all day today, and all evening yesterday once they finally came by. But she hops in a plane in the morning. Good job, Lala Bell. She hops in a plane in the morning, and she is headed to our next location. So he's very, very emotional about it. But it is what it is. He enjoyed it, but I hope she has fun for the rest of her trip. And we had a good time, or at least I did. We flew the drone today. We hung out. We went to a couple stores. Oliver got really sick. Ollie has a really high fever and just wasn't feeling good today, so we couldn't exactly go too far away. But we went to Walmart again. We went to Walmart and bought some medicated popsicles, like the what are they called? The Pedialyte popsicles. We bought those and took everything. It took him another 15 minutes to stop and get in the shower. Jesus, he was really excited. Yeah. Oh, don't pick on Melissa. She was doing what Intel lady said to do. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have said that. I called her out, and now everybody's attacking her. No, she was doing what Intel lady told her to do. She's cool. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, I hope she had a good time. I took her back to her hotel. Mariah's coming to pick her up and take her to the airport early in the morning. She's got a really early flight, so I hope she gets some rest. And yeah, I had fun. We did what we could, but it's kind of a small town. There's nothing really exciting to do. But I showed her a bunch of local places, places where I grew up and where I went to school, and she got to see the kids' school and stuff like that. So Ollie has not left the bed. He is very sick, and it is what it is, I guess. He doesn't feel well, so hopefully the popsicles help. He had a fever getting up to 102, the limit where you're supposed to take him to the hospital, but we kept breaking it, so hopefully he does well through the night. We'll see what happens. I heard Phil canceled again. It seems like that's what he's best at. Oh, it says only need 9 more people. Okay. It says 31 out of 40, so I need 9 more people. If I get 9 more people, we reach the next plateau. If you're still playing the game, I got to get my dad's phone, so that'll be that'll drop it to 8 more people. But if anybody else can do it, that'd be great. Or if you did it on your phone, you can do it on your PC. If you did it on your PC, you can do it on your phone. Just use a different account. But yeah, try to get to the next plateau of the sponsorship. And other than that, why did Phil cancel this time? We're going to read it. Hold on. Mariah read it to me. I haven't really been on anything. So, what are these posts? Oh, no. Yo. Oh, no. Oh, no. I got a picture of Atsuko. This is probably my favorite picture. Hold on, I'll show it to you. I had her pose for a picture. There you go. She was with the resident, the resident hairy man. here in town. So there you go. Phil has an ovarian cyst. Could be it. Sounds like he's on the rag. So she posed with Bigfoot at one of the local shops here. That's like their mascot or whatever. Liam did too. Liam took a picture with it too, and bought some T-shirts and stuff for her family, stuff that she wanted. If you haven't noticed, there is actually a brand new emoji approved. A brand new emote for the channel. So if you are a channel subscriber, you have a brand new emote. Now this is a fictitious emote based on literally nothing and no one, and not to be confused with anyone. It might be look like or make you think like or whatever. It is this one. Twitch approved this today. This is Sea Hag. So this is the Sea Hag emote. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you've now got the tier 1 subscriber now has access to the Sea Hag emote. So you can put that in chat. That way everybody knows what you're talking about when you're talking about them. I wasn't sure the little Hitler stash was going to fly, but it looks like it made it. It looks like it made it. So all tier 1 subscribers have access to that. Or if you participate in a hype train, sometimes it'll give you free ones. You can use channel points to buy one, stuff like that. It turned out pretty good. Okay, it's almost like an Obama Hope poster, right? It's we got the highlight and the low light. Not a lot of color, but we do have the Sea Hag. I thought about naming it Betsy, but I'm pretty sure if I threw the equipment that Betsy is in the photo, that it would get denied. So there you go. That is our brand new emote. That's Atsuko on her last day here. I couldn't, but it was surreal meeting Atsuko. She acts like I'm an actual celebrity or something. She was nervous. She was nervous to meet me. She was pretty cool. So thanks for coming out, Atsuko. We appreciate it. We had fun. I hope you did too. And thanks for hanging out with us. And made a donation to the show. So thank you for that as well. She brought us gifts. I haven't worn my T-shirt because I left it at the office last night, but I'll be wearing that T-shirt soon. I really like it. It is it's a pretty cool T-shirt. I showed it off last night. I can show it again. Hold on. Bought Mariah a hoodie. Bought me a T-shirt. Bought the boys gifts. Very nice. Here's the T-shirt we got. It's actually pretty cool. It looks like something to be like I said album art, like on a rock piece of album, but it says The Curse of Ymir, and then it's got the little girl there, and everybody's pointing a finger at her. I think it's a cool shirt. It's right up my alley. It's black and it's kind of weird. I've got one that says I'm majestic as fuck. So this is right up my alley. Bullshifter, we were looking at the weather, and there's like a ton of I know that you told Atsuko the weather wasn't that bad, but there's like a ton of bad weather that was predicted for Florida. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but it was basically the whole of Florida. But whatever. Either way, so let's go see what Phil had to post today. Thanks again for Atsuko coming out, hanging out with us. It was a lot of fun. So I'm all the way back on April 25th yesterday. So he shows Trump signing an executive order. He shows this edited image that adds his name into that board, the Q board or whatever, the dry erase board, where his name was edited in and was not there in the original photo. So you guys can see that. I think he accident. Did he share the one where his name wasn't edited in by accident? Hold on. He's not in the original photo. Somebody took and photoshopped it in blue and put Phil Godlewski, but he's not even in the original. Did he mess up and share the wrong one? Hold on. Let me see this one. So it's right below the red and above a head. It says Phil Godlewski. No, he shared the edited one, but it's definitely edited. He wasn't in this original photo. We've already found the original photo. He's not in it. Gene Ho's in it. George Magazine's in it. Let's see. It says, Last night, 2.3 million individuals visited our website, George Magazine. I'm the editor-in-chief of George. No one has held the U.S. trademark since JFK Jr., and this is our blockbuster issue 7. This will be on sale starting April 22nd at 8 p.m. Issue 7. What day was that posted, though? Phil's trying to claim credit, I guess, for like people visiting the website. But it was this was posted. Hold on, Gene Ho. What does that look like? It's posted on Facebook. It was posted before it even released on the 22nd. Gene Ho. Okay, there's his profile. What day was that posted? Okay, that was posted on April 19th. So Phil's claiming credit for all those people visiting the website, and it was posted on April 19th. His issue didn't even come out till April 22nd. It wasn't even on sale until April 22nd. So why were people visiting the website if it was because Phil? They weren't there to buy the magazine. It wasn't on sale yet. Sure, Phil. From April 19th. Then he goes into breaking records, starting to see why there's so much an enormous attempt by certain groups, people to discredit me. They know. He shares a stock portfolio for First Republic Bank. Looks like they're down 5 or 33% on the day, maybe. You thought it was over, it's only just begun. He shares a Forbes post about First Republic Bank, shows scale of losses after banking crisis, plunges on stock market. He says, don't say I didn't warn you, and shares gold quiz. He shares some paperwork. It says top 250 banks by asset size. First Republic Bank's number 15. Silicon Valley Bank is number 17. He shows the Dow Jones market over less than an hour. No, a couple hours. He shows the Dow Jones over a couple hours of one day, and it's down 300 points. Which is, let's see, that'd be 10. That's less than 1%. Hold on, we'll find out. Let's see what percentage it is down. Yeah, it's down 0.6%. But the way he shows it disingenuously is he only shows one day. He'll only show one day, and he shows the big dip, right? Markets do this all the time. It's less than 0.6, or it's at 0.6%. 0.6% of 1. 0.6. Like, that's crazy that he shows it and tries to say that the Dow Jones is failing. It's not. It's nowhere close. He forwards a message from Carol, and it says, it has become very clear to me, not as the plan, but how important Phil is to the movement and all the minor and major details being revealed on the daily. A lot of things we've seen in the past are becoming apparent again. I'm so excited for our future, and God is in full control. Much love to everyone, especially our white hats and Phil. And he says future proves past, and then he shares a post that says future proves past. He shares an article that says investors file suit against First Republic and KPMG for alleged misrepresentations. We basically knew this was going to happen. This happened in the Silicon Valley Bank too. They went to file suit against the board of directors for Silicon Valley for anytime a publicly traded company makes mistakes that are not that you feel could have been avoided or could have been foreseen, or sometimes just to see if it works, even if they couldn't have been avoided or couldn't have been foreseen. A lot of times the shareholders will class action basically the people who are in charge, like the board of directors, the CEO, CFO, COO, everybody, all of the C-suite. He shares a post forwarded from Rosie S. that says, I wonder if this has anything to do with Phil's migraine yesterday and how he couldn't open his eyes to light. And it's Elon Musk post that says, it will be a brave new world. April 23rd. He posted the same time as Phil. Phil told him last night he had a migraine and couldn't open his eyes. He says, anyone wonder why my name would be on the board? This dates back to April of 2021. His name is not on the board, okay? You can find the original photo. It's not there. He has added his name to the board. Where did we find this at? Where did we find this? We found the original photo. I'm sure I've got it downloaded somewhere. Okay, it's Mike Lindell. And let's find the original board. You have to give me just a second. His name is edited on there. We've already disproven this many times. Let's see. Open image in a new tab. Let's see if that's this one's big enough. It is not. We're gonna need a bigger image than that. Open image in a new tab.
Bankentry just resubscribed for 10 months.
Thank you for the resubscription. I appreciate. Oh, I need to turn on my bot too. I'm sorry. I didn't even have it on. I don't think it's not active. Okay, now it is. Let me try to find a full-fledged version of it. It'll take a second, I'm sure. The insane path to Trump conspiracy theory whiteboard. Okay, here it is. Open image in a new tab. We investigated this pretty thoroughly. So here is the board that's been written about. And if we zoom in here, he claims his name is right here, but it actually says something else. What's it say? Where did we find the original? Let me see if I can find the original. I don't even think that says Phil Godlewski, first of all. What does that say? Can you see that on screen? Mitts. It says something else, and he's telling people it's his name. Let me see it. Hold on. And it's been edited once. Let me see if I can find it. There's a zoomed in picture that exists somewhere. I'm still looking. Hold on. This one might not show it. Hold on. Let me see. No, it's just south of that, but let me see if that's just because the image preview. Open link in a new tab. I'm trying to find a higher quality one, but it'll be a minute. Oh.
Because I'm a dick.
Thank you very much, Jarbones. Grifter Fildo, big pooty. It's a big pooty. Thank you very much. I appreciate the donation and the support. Does that say? Hold on, there's a zoomed in photo here somewhere. I know it. It's not that one. It's not that one. We did this back when he first posted it. I'm sorry I don't have it pulled up. I didn't realize he had posted it again until tonight. That one won't cover it. That one won't cover it. I can't remember who shared it to me originally, but it was sent to me in an email. And there's a much better photo of it. And you can read it's obviously not Phil. I can't remember who it was, but it's not Phil. He just let his believers run with it. Now that I said it, I really want to find it. This was made before Phil was even a big player like in the QAnon stuff. If I can find the fucking zoomed in copy of it. Jesus Christ. I know I got it downloaded somewhere. I might have to go on with the show and then find the downloaded copy. Because we had to put them up side by, we had to overlay them. We had to overlay them and check for his name. And I want to say that had he taken someone else's name? He had taken someone else's name and told people it was his, or maybe edited it some to make it look like his. I can't remember. It was something like that, but you'll have to bear with me because I can't find it right now. Does that one have it in it? No. I'm trying to look for zoomed in versions. Open link in a new tab. Does this one have any more photos of it? A blank spot there originally? Maybe. I can't remember exactly. I know we disproved it. I have a show on it. It's old as fuck. But Phil just went along with it because why the fuck not? He might as well. I mean, I think his fans probably found it and then he just latched onto that. But there is one that's kind of zoomed in. I just don't remember where the fuck it was. It doesn't matter. Let's keep reading Phil's thing. I'll find it in a minute. He shows stocks for Bank of America. That's down 2%. Trust Financial Corporation down 3%. Charles Schwab is down 3.5%. Citigroup is down 2.25%. Synchrony Financial is down 0.83%. Wells Fargo is down 2%. These are not huge percentage. Like I don't understand this. These are not huge percentage swings. They're like 2-3%. I don't know why he's even sharing these. At least share double digits, Phil. Like show me 20, 30, 40%, something. These are ridiculous. He shares Drunken Miller takes aim at dollar in sole conviction trade. Billionaire investor Stanley Drunken Miller is betting against the U.S. dollar as his only high conviction trade in what he believes is the most uncertain environment for markets and the global economy in his 45-year career. It's a billionaire investor that is moving his money out of dollars, basically. He says last year's dollar rally was the biggest miss of his career. Now, in Phil's own photo here, let's open this. Hold on. Save as image. And then billionaire dollar Phil. In his own fucking photo, he disproves himself, okay? So what this guy's saying is not that the dollar is being destroyed. The dollar will never come back. It says billionaire investor says last year's dollar rally was the biggest miss of his career. Last year's dollar rally. So what does that tell you? He's going to get out of dollars. He's going to buy dollars while they're low and try to catch the rally. Earl Grey tea is black tea flavored with what? We got trivia time. Let me open the trivia music. I forgot I hadn't had this on in so long. We got copyright free trivia music. We need the horrible. What is Earl Grey tea, guys? Please vote in the Twitch poll. Earl Grey tea is flavored with lavender, vanilla, honey, bergamot oil. Bergamot? This is so nobody misses the show while ads are running. It's just, I don't know. You learn something too. Bump. Uh-oh. There's another 30 seconds. I don't know. There we go. Still 30 seconds left to vote in the poll. We're running out. Honey or bergamot oil? Bergamot. I don't know if I'm even saying it right. What do you guys think it is so far? 9 seconds. And there we go. That's the end of it. Chat was right. It's indeed bergamot oil. It's indeed bergamot oil. Thank you very much. That was a good one. It ain't honey. Good job. It's a citrus fruit. Okay. I might not be saying it right, but there you go. Winning streaks, blah, blah. He said he missed because I could not bring myself to buy Joe. Biggest miss in my career. Okay, here's the actual article. Billionaire investor Stanley Druckenmiller is betting against the U.S. dollar as his only high-conviction trade in which he believes in the most uncertain environment for the markets and the global economy in his 45-year career. Druckenmiller, who as George Soros' right-hand man helped break the Bank of England in an assault on the pound in 1992, said he felt confident taking a negative position against the greenback because of his dim view of U.S. policy making. The U.S. dollar, which rallied strong last year, has already declined by 10% against a basket of other leading currencies since a November peak, but Druckenmiller believes it has much further to fall. One area I am comfortable is I'm short the U.S. dollar, he said in an event hosted by the Norwegian Sovereign Wealth Fund in Oslo on Tuesday. Currency tends to run for 2 or 3 years. We've had a long run higher. Druckenmiller racked up one of the hedge fund industry's strongest winning streaks with legendary trader Soros and then at Decane Capital Management before ejecting investors from the $12 billion hedge fund in 2010 and turning it into a family office to manage his own fortune. He said he had missed the 2022 dollar rally because I could not bring myself to buy Joe Biden and Jay Powell. It was probably the biggest miss in my career. So the last thing he missed was the U.S. dollar. But Druckenmiller said he suspected U.S. policymakers would respond to an economic downturn with a fresh wave of interest rate cuts, typically a move that drags down a currency. The Fed has shown some mettle over the last year, but historically, I would not say Federal Reserve Chair Jay Powell is a profile in courage. The 69-year-old billionaire said in conversation by video link with Norwegian oil fund chief Nicolai Tangen. In addition, Druckenmiller said the dollar had been weaponized over the past year, a reference to freezing of Russia's dollar reserves after the full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February of 2022. And you have Brazilian President Lula running around asking why we have to do trade in U.S. dollar, and he's right to, he added. Druckenmiller also said he's been a little unnerved by the Fed's response to the failure of Silicon Valley Bank in March, particularly because of the speed at which the U.S. Central Bank responded by expanding its balance sheet, unwinding a large part of the balance sheet reduction it had conducted over the past few months. Druckenmiller also reiterated his view that big asset classes like equities were likely to show little, if any, positive direction over the next 10 years. I think we have a lot of swings. However, the investor expected a U.S. recession and is shying away from old economy, small and mid-sized companies. I'm in the hard landing camp, he told the conference. The U.S. dollar went on a tear higher in 2022 when the Fed jacked up interest rates aggressively to contain inflation, with an index that measured the currency's strength against the basket of its biggest counterparties climbing 8%. However, 8%. I don't know why it broke that up. 8%. However, growing investor fears the U.S. economy is heading towards a recession and that the U.S. Central Bank is about to halt its rate increases and might even be forced to begin to cut by the end of the year, have sent the dollar index down by nearly 10% since its November peak. So even he's not saying the U.S. dollar is going to fail. No one's saying the U.S. dollar is going to fail. He's saying that he's betting on it. It'll get weaker, right? Phil makes it sound like if you don't take all your money right now, and send it to him and his silver, then you're going to lose it all. Most people don't even have enough to lose. But he still got them. He still got them in doing the thing. He still got them doing the thing, no matter what. Where can I see the animation menu? I don't have a menu. There's one for 500, 600, 700, and 1,000 bits. I'm sure somebody can explain which one's which. Then Phil goes on to say, let's get caught up with where he's at today. Phil goes on to say he shares a post from Donald Trump that says if 51 intelligence agencies didn't defraud our country with disinformation about the laptop from hell, the election results would have been entirely different, and we would not now be a failing nation. I don't think Trump or anybody else could have stopped the economy post-COVID. The thing was going where it's going to go. Like, maybe Trump might have handled it slightly better, but I don't think that he's going to handle it the way. I don't think anybody could have stopped it, right?
Derek Johnson, 700 asshole, 100 or 1,000.
He shares a thing from Seth Keschel, which is Captain K. He makes his own post that says, Seth nailed this one. Seth says, here's why Arizona became a must-win in 2020 and had to be called by Fox. It didn't have to be called by Fox. It does. It's so crazy the way they weaponize this call against Fox. Trump enters with 204 electoral votes in Iowa, Ohio, Texas, Georgia. Yes, Georgia. He won North Carolina with 219, won Florida with 248. Arizona begins 259. Then all of the America stays up to watch the enormous leads in PA, Michigan, Wisconsin, and with Wisconsin making 269, PA or Michigan clearing 270 on election night. Arizona call was a signal to stop the count and blunt momentum. So they're saying that Fox was now in on this. So when Fox calls Arizona for Biden, which ended up being the correct call, when Fox calls Arizona for Biden, that was the, hey guys, turn off the voting machines. We're gonna fuck with it. After the spending spree, best thing for Trump was Biden in office. Yeah. If Trump would have been there, it made him look just as bad. It's not like a businessman versus Biden could have saved the economy. We were in a bad shape already when they started pumping out all these checks. And when the economy halted and when everybody, instead of keeping their COVID money to live on and pay bills, everybody went out and bought shit, right? It was like a tax return, like free money. They just went out and spent it all. So if had Trump won, he would look just as bad as with the economy. It's not just a businessman could fix everything with the economy. It's actually completely different, a business and an economy. So he says Seth nailed this one, accusing Fox of being the one who signaled to change everything. He shares a post from Bullion, Bitcoin, and Bullshit with G Money Money. Who is G Money? Oh, God. Bullion, the name of the Telegram page is Bullion, Bitcoin, and Bullshit with G Money, G Money. It says, just in First Republic Bank, FRC expected to be seized by the U.S. government, Fox reports. And he says, and another one.
Exactly, Trey. That's what we need when the economy's doing bad. It's a fucking war. And if I don't know if you guys saw, I got a bunch of people that sent me an article about the flexing against North Korea. Shit was crazy. Then he shares this video. Let's see what, and we're going to listen to it. I don't think you'll be able to see it.
Hey guys, I don't know necessarily what's going on right now, but I appear to be having intermittent internet outages.
Intermittent? Do you mean intermittent?
And I don't know why. It comes on and then it goes off, and it comes on and then it goes off. My TV's affected. My browser's affected. Everything seems to be affected. So
There's 700 bits from Gypsy Days. Uh-oh. Gypsy did it now.
It tells you laws and orders, because we're a nation of law and order. Oh, all of a sudden, oh man, this guy, look at this guy. Oh, and look at him. He's all upset today. Not upset. Shoot, I sleep like a baby every night.
Thank you very much. Derek Johnson sleeping like a baby. Speaking of sleeping like a baby, thank you, Gypsy Daisy. Speaking of sleeping like a baby, Atsuko, you don't have to be here if you need to get some sleep. It's cool. Like, you got an early flight. It's no big deal. I promise. But thank you for showing up. Thank you for hanging out with me this weekend. I just saw you in chat. I wasn't paying attention. So thank you for hanging out with us the last couple of days. And thank you for the donation. I appreciate it.
I just tried to do a dummy Streamlab broadcast, and I was connected for about 60 seconds, and it disconnected me and then reconnected me. And then I was on for about 2 minutes, and it disconnected me and reconnected me again. So I don't know really what's going on. I tried to look at down detector, but I can't even get on that. So we're going to play this one by ear. I'm ready to do the live. I'm sitting here.
Yeah, this is all a lie, right? This is all a lie. He also said he pre-recorded a video, but it was corrupted and he couldn't upload it anywhere.
Ready to do live.
Yeah, I don't know. He does have a red light on him. I can do this and show you probably. He has like this red tint to him for whatever reason. You guys can see it there, I'm sure. See the red tint he's got? I don't have no idea why. I'm glad they made this where it opens a little bit bigger now.
But honestly, I can't do anything. See, I just went out again. So this is out, but the TV.
But your TV's playing. He just realized he fucked up. He just realized he fucked up. So he's sitting here telling you every so often, every few minutes, computer, TV, everything goes off. Okay? Everything goes off. So then he makes up a fake one, right? A fake one. He's like, oh, it just went off again. Then you hear the TV loud as fuck. He's like, oh, I don't know. The TV's playing. This is weird. Was it doing that earlier?
So this is out, but the TV is on. Went out again.
He realizes it.
This is out, but the TV is on.
What a bad lie, Phil.
Went out again. But honestly, I can't do anything. See, I just went out again.
Panic.
So this is out, but the TV is on. Something's really strange.
So the TV has internet, but not the computer. Computer, no internet. TV, plenty of internet. Yeah, last time I checked it for any outages in his area, none. And so your ISP gets a signal back when you have an outage. Actually, my ISP is so small, and I'm on like their fiber or whatever. When they receive an outage, they call my cell phone and say, are you experiencing an internet outage? And I tell them, yeah.
But let's play this by ear. I'm ready to do live. I'm sitting here. I have everything ready to go. But if I'm going to have broadcast interruptions, then obviously we can't do the live, especially not at the scheduled time.
Obviously.
9 p.m. So let's see what happens here. Play this by ear, and I will let you guys know if anything improves on my end. Talk to you soon.
So the TV played the whole time perfectly through, of course, just not Phil's internet. So then he runs a poll and says, are anyone having weird internet issues today? 75% said no. It was just him. 75% said no. Just him. Reflection in the screen has no pop-up. I'm looking on the big screen. Yeah, I'm sure. He's an idiot. Phil, we had the same thing happen at the hospital. I work all day today. So, of course, one of his fake accounts or someone that's looking for him comes up. Then he shares down detector. So down detector's up. The problem is down detector doesn't verify your internet's working. Let me show you a screenshot he shared of down detector. I'm saving it right now so I can pull it up big on the screen. So down detector doesn't actually show anything to do with his internet. It has literally nothing to do with his internet. Literally nothing to do with his internet. These are websites where people are self-reporting problems at these websites. So down detector doesn't actually typically monitor a lot of websites. Some of them they do. Okay, some of them they do monitor traffic on some big websites, some well-known websites, Google and YouTube and shit like that. Most of the time, it's self-reported. Most of these things are going to be self-reported. And even in the one he shares right here, he's showing that most of these issues have already cleared up. Most of these issues have already cleared up. They're basically done. So these are self-reported issues, and if you see the spike, that's when a bunch of people reported it. So at 5:04, that issue's already cleaned up. And why would it be at 5:04? What time was he trying to stream? When did he post this? He posted this at 8:05. At 8:05, the screenshot says 5:04, 3 hours earlier. I guess we could give him the benefit of maybe his clock set on Las Vegas time. But down detector has nothing to do with his internet, okay? It is sites that are reported down. So we can go there now, and there's always some. Like, someone's always having internet issues. So if we go down there now, so like it seems like there's a little bit of, the top ones are the ones with the worst spike. That's how they sort this. So Steam did have an outage. Steam had an outage. The outage at Steam started at 11 a.m. So that image that he's showing us, this outage at Steam right here, is 11 a.m. in the morning. Call of Duty. It was before Steam. So where is Call of Duty? Where's their spike? Their spike started at 10:48 a.m. 10:48 a.m. was their spike. That's the image he's showing you. And it's a baseline. So the baseline is about 9, 7, 8, 5, 6, whatever. And the spike was 52 people. Now think about 52 people in terms of the internet, where millions of people are playing Call of Duty. Millions. Like, let's say 3 million people are playing Call of Duty at any time. 52 people reported it. What else does he share? Rocket League and Blackboard. All right, let's go back. The reason they're not at the top anymore is because their shit happened so long ago. DoorDash, Ubisoft Connect. Is Rocket League here anymore? Was it above it? Did they have more? I need to go back through it. Ghost Recon, T-Mobile Spectrum, Roblox, Instagram, Call of Duty, Hulu, Apple TV, Ubisoft, Blackboard. So where was Blackboard's major spike? Well, they had some trouble around 11:49 a.m. These are all Eastern Standard Times. It works with your time zone. 11:04, 10:19, but really it started. Their baseline's usually 0, and it started around. Let's start here. It started around 6 o'clock this morning, 6:30 this morning. Like he doesn't even know how to lie well, guys. He doesn't even know how to lie well. Like he's fucking that shit up. What else did he have on there? Like these are all, like I said, in his photo, he's showing you that most of these have already cleared up. Hours ago they cleared up. This is 24 hours they've got on their little section here. They're showing 24 hours. And he doesn't use Steam, Call of Duty, Rocket League, Blackboard, Destiny, Frontier, Overwatch 2, League of Legends, Valorant, Costco, Battlefield, Sling, Crunchyroll. He doesn't use any of those to stream anyways. If it said Streamlabs, that would be a thing, I guess. Or if it said Rumble, having problems with Rumble.com. Let's see if Rumble.com's on down. Rumble.com down detector. Rumble down. Current problems, outages. None. So they had 3 reports at 8:06 p.m. They were probably all 3 Phil. They had 2 reports at 6:51 p.m. They had 3 reports at 5:21. Like none. Basically none. Over the last 24 hours. All of these are 24 hours. All of them. 24 hours. Like he doesn't even lie well when he does this shit. So his image is bullshit. He doesn't use any of these anyways. And we're talking about like Call of Duty, when we're talking about 1 million plus players and we're talking about 52 people, that's nothing. That's orders of magnitude less than 1%. Right? So I don't know what the fuck his deal is. Hey, Bullshiffer, is Bullshiffer still here? He might have stopped talking a while ago.
In the Philippines, and Phil has on a daily basis. That's right, poker dealer.
Philippines internet is some of the worst in the world. Yeah, I was watching a video of a guy who moved down to the Caribbean on an island basically to retire, him and his wife, and they live on a Caribbean island, and their internet, he said it's good. They teleconference from it and stuff, but when he goes out, he's just out for a while because they're on an island, you know? It's not like it goes down for a few minutes. Hey, Bullshiffer, did you use my code and download the game? I need 9 more people to get to Division 9 on that game. We're running a sponsored stream right now. I don't know if you got it or not. You have to download it with my code, though. So he shares that. Then he says something very strange. Now I'm the reason I'm reading it like this because he typed it like this with W's. Okay, W's. Very strange going on. Something very strange going on. Something very strange going on. They will create excuses for him. They create stories for him. They create backstories for him. They create personas for him. They create excuses for him. They create everything for him. I'll get Jared to download on everything. Okay, thank you. I need it ends in less than 24 hours, and I know I'm not going to get to 72 total. But if I could get 9 more to hit the next plateau, that would be better because I'm at 7 of 16 for the next money plateau. Thank you. I've been trying for 10 days. I have. Hopefully I hold them long enough to get to 9. Who is that? Southern Belle? Yeah. I'm trying to think of how I could help you. I don't know. I wish there's a way I could log into other people. If they could just send me their account information, I'd log into it and do it. He says something very strange going on here. Then we get a forward from Lynn that says, my internet has been up and down all day. Apple TV is doing weird things as well. Did an alert just go off? Or is it just an ooh-woo? Thank you very much. He shares Crystal McDaniel. I've had slow internet at my home office for 2 days, reminiscent of the old dial-up speeds. Sure. He shows an image of a map with it's like a heat map of problems at the Huffington Post. I don't even know what that is. Problems with the website at Huffington Post. Is he using the website? Oh, hold on. It's Down Detector. Hold on. Down Detector Huffington Post. And he's sharing this image of Huffington Post Down Detector. It's a heat map of people who are reporting problems with the Huffington Post. Why would he share? I know what the Huffington Post is. Why would he share? I might have said what I might have meant why is he sharing it? I know what the Huffington Post is. I've read it before. Why would he share that? Let's find one with downs and I'll show you what it is. Paramount. I'll find one with some downs and see if we can get the map up. It's like this, right? This is a heat map. If the Huffington Post is having issues with their website, how the fuck does that affect you, dude? I don't know if I can do it, Southern Belle, but if I could, I would. For sure, I had to look, maybe. How the fuck would this Huffington Post have anything to do with Phil? Oh, I didn't mean to go back, actually. Oh, I guess I did. That's fine. Let's see, AT&T. The ones that I would worry about, the only ones I would click on a heat map for are the only ones that matter are basically like cell phone companies or IP companies, IP providers, right? Internet providers, not IP providers, IP companies, internet providers. That's where I would worry about it because there might be an outage local to you. Huffington Post doesn't mean a goddamn thing with a heat map. All it showed is the most populated areas that probably, it's like all of California, all of New York, Maine, Connecticut, all those areas in the Northeast, and some people in Seattle. Like that's what his heat map shows. Those are the only people that go to Huffington Post. Of course they're the only ones that are doing it. I know. I understand a lot of people are out of their element helping with a video game, but I do appreciate it. And it's like making a donation to the stream, right? It helps us. And I know we're not going to get 72. That would have been awesome if we'd have got the full 72. But if I can just get the next plateau, I'll be happy. It's just, there's too much to do to get 72 people to get that far. But if we can get to, I think it's only supposed to be like 50 or whatever it is, 50 total, 9 more people, that would be great. I think Phil has Starlink for his internet. So he said Starlink before, but he also said that it was so bad it was unusable. I think he has a local ISP. It's less than 24 hours. I'll tell you the exact time. It ends tomorrow when I started that stream a week ago. Whatever time I started the stream a week ago is when it'll end. So I can tell you, give me just a second. I can tell you down to like the minute, basically, if I have a second here. 23 hours left. I have 23 hours left. So all day tomorrow, I'm going to be trying to get everything I can qualified. If I've got to go borrow people's phones and get them. I wonder why he's scared to go live. I do too. I wonder if the IRS showed up and seized his fucking computer. Wouldn't that be good? Something is up, and no, I'm not behind it. He couldn't possibly be behind it. This is his I'm a hacker bullshit. He says, I'm still planning on going live. So as long as the connection improves, I'll keep monitoring over the next hour. For those saying go live from your phone, you can't. The bandwidth cannot handle the viewership, and it immediately crashes the app. This is not true. Tons of people go. You guys have seen people go live with like millions of people from their phone, right? PewDiePie's fucking done it. The biggest names in streaming have done it. Your viewers, you all are not coming to my computer to view me, okay? I'm sending it. The reason there's a delay, I'm sending it to an intermediary. I'm sending the stream to Twitch. Twitch is hosting it. No matter how many people show up, they have Amazon web servers to function all those people. And then you're going to Twitch to watch it. So going from your phone, it doesn't matter if there's 1 people watching you or 1 billion people watching you. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with how many people are watching you ever. Oh, so many people crashed the stream. I can't stream from my phone. We went over this. Twitch does not care. Oh, I mean, they do care because they make money off of it. But as far as like providing my service, they don't care if 1 person's watching or 1 million people's watching. I mean, they know they're going to make more money when there's 1 million people watching. But could you imagine if you had to access Phil's phone to fucking view him? That would be ridiculous. That'd be fucking ridiculous. Everybody who streamed would have to have a fucking server farm with them. All the IRL streamers that walk around with their phone on YouTube and get hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views, they would have to have a server farm following them around in a van and a Ethernet cable run from their phone to the van. You're ridiculous, dude. He then forwards a post from Laura L. Liu, and it says, I'm having internet issues too, and I never have internet issues. He then says, okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm obviously not going to be able to go live. So let's do a poll. Another poll. And it says, what should we do? And it says, record the live, upload to Rumble when internet allows tonight or tomorrow. Or do the live tomorrow instead, assuming internet outages are fixed. So record and upload, or do it tomorrow. Do the live tomorrow. 78% said record the live, upload to Rumble when internet allows. So record the live, upload it to Rumble. Record the live, upload it to Rumble when internet allows. I don't think he liked that very much because we're going to talk about what he did in just a second. But first, he shares a video of that creepy Elijah List guy, the creepy guy who claims he has on all the prophets and shit. So here's that.
Other responses and comments. Just amazing. I couldn't even read 1/10 of other responses and comments. They're great. Wow. And even on that, before I move forward, Steve, you know about this, could feel immediately, that's part of what I knew was most important, because I was like, the enemy really did not like that. The enemy is just like the enemy in the world we know about as well. Doesn't like truth, doesn't like Tucker telling the truth the way he does. And so they finally just had to get rid of him. There was no way to, they were weighing all the consequences of what they do, but there's just too much truth telling going on there. And, by the end of the day, last Monday, I'm texting with Steve. I go, Steve, they're showing no movement from the time the program was over till now.
Yeah, well, the moment it was over, it was at 51,000, and it stayed at that. Usually by then it's at 75 easy, and then it keeps going, and it's stuck at 51 for, I think it was nearly 24 hours. I don't remember exactly.
Well, I went back and looked at that, Steve, and so, and I could prove that on our phone, but literally at 8:02 p.m., I had this conversation with you by texting, and I was like, Rumble, and you said, I can't even get Rumble for one of those times. I said, I can't even get it open at all. So I texted back to you, and this is exactly the text. Rumble, cough up the numbers. Social media, register what is actually happening. No more suppressing the numbers of those blessed. Actually, that was the second. Well, this happened twice.
It happened twice.
Right after I did that, I mean,
They're claiming that Rumble's suppressing their numbers. If anything, I think that Rumble gives people a higher view count. So here's what you got. You've got a refresh rate on how they pull the views. It's like a polling rate to see how many people are watching. Now, Phil's going to claim that he's got secret numbers and he's got numbers over here that nobody can see, and he's got these other numbers. So let's say on YouTube, I have here, I'll draw it. So let me move this for a second. Let's say on YouTube, I have a 1 minute refresh or polling rate. Okay, 1 minute, 1 min, and then we're going to draw 5 minutes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually,
David 2023 just gifted 1 subs.
Thank you. 6, 7, 8. Thank you very much. 9, 10. Okay, that's 10 minutes there. Okay, 10 minutes. And let's say I have 1,000 1K. And then let's say I have 1,000. Let's say I have 2,000. 2,000. And let's say I go down a little bit to 1.5K. And these are all minutes. Every one of these is a minute. YouTube would always, on the first minute, it would say 1K. Second minute, it would say 1K. Third minute, it would say 2K. And the fourth minute, it would say 2K. The fifth minute, it would say 1.5K. Now let's go to Rumble. So I think that's their sign anyways. They're a publicly traded company. All right, so let's go to Rumble. Okay, Rumble. And they have a 5 minute polling rate. Need to get out my pen again, don't I? 5 minute polling rate. There we go. That's good enough. A 5 minute polling rate. And let's say the same thing happens. Okay, the same thing happens. So let's use the same number. So on minute one, they would say 1K. Okay. On minute 2, now it only refreshes every 5 minutes. They would take this 1K and this 1K if they've exchanged, and they would say 2K. Oh, this is what I didn't do right. Hold on. These are people coming in. So this YouTube would say 1K here, and then it would say 2K. These are all new people coming in. Then it would say 4K. Then it would say 6K. And then it would say 7.5K. Okay, well, that's the total. Those are people coming in. So if you add them together, that's the total. But let's say also that, let's say right here on this 1 minute, let's say we lost 1,000. And then right here, let's say we lost 1,000. So what YouTube would actually report is not this. It would say, the actual report that YouTube would make would say 1K, and then 1 and 1 would be 2K, right? Then I lost the K. So I 2K come in, but I lost 1,000. So instead of saying 4, it would say 3K. Okay? See where I lost 1,000? And then instead of taking 4 plus 2 would equal 6, it would be 3 plus 2 would equal 5K. This is what it'd be reporting at the bottom, 5,000. And then 5,000 plus 1.5 is 6.5, but I lost another 1,000. So it would actually be 5.5. At the 5th minute would be 5.5 thousand. Okay? So this is a loss, L-O-S-S, L-O-S-S. And this is new viewers. All right, so what would Rumble do? So if we had 1K come in, let me do this. I'll erase this. All right, so what would Rumble do if it was them? Let's do 75. Then we can go to dump, white, boom, boom. And then get my paintbrush back and put it on 4. All right, so what would Rumble say if we did this? Now, this is every minute, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minutes. What Rumble would do is right here. It would show in the first minute, it would show 1K. Oh, black to black. In the first minute, it would show 1K. In the second minute, it would show 2K. In the third minute, it would show 4K. In the 5th minute, it would show 6K. And in the 5th minute, it would show 7.5K. Okay? That's the 5 minutes. So it would show 7.5K for 5 minutes. And let's say for some strange reason that in the next 5 minutes... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or let's say the next 4 minutes. Let's say in the next 4 minutes that we lost 75K. Okay? Minus 7.5K. But at minute 4, let's say a brand new 5K come in. Oh, I'm running out of space, aren't I? Let's say at minute 4, a brand new 5K come in. So instead of going minute by minute like YouTube does, or I don't know what their exact number is, but it's a lot quicker. Instead of that initial minute taking that 7.5 away and just giving you and putting you at 0. And then waiting 2 minutes and putting you at 5K, it would actually hold on to that for 4 minutes. So you would show 12.5K for another 5 minutes, even though there should have been a 0 here for 2 minutes. And even show this should just say 5K here and then 5K here if nothing changes. It'll show 12 because it holds a view for 5 minutes. Most places poll faster than that, a lot faster than that. So YouTube views or Twitch views are updated much quicker. A Rumble view from the owner of the company, said that they poll viewers and hold that polling for 5 minutes. That's extremely long when you're talking about video services, okay? That's a very long time when you're talking about like YouTube or Twitch or whatever. 5 minutes, you're going to hold, even if they come for 1 second and leave immediately, that number stays in there for 5 minutes. Now, they can't do it instantly, right? They can't poll it every second. That would be too much bandwidth. So YouTube picks something like, I'm sure it's probably even shorter than a minute. It's probably like fucking 30 seconds. But YouTube is much quicker with who leaves and who comes. Rumble chose 5 minutes. It's probably because they don't have the power to go in there as often as a company as big as YouTube or Twitch, right? They can't go in there and update it as often. So if anything, Rumble makes you look like you have more viewers because the people that leave, that don't enjoy it, they're still counted for another 5 minutes where other platforms will not do that. Other platforms will not hold it that long. Anyways, back to this.
Texted back to you, and this is exactly that. The text. Rumble, cough up the numbers. Social media, register what is actually happening. No more suppressing the numbers of those blessed. Actually, that was the second. Well, this happened twice.
It happened twice.
Right after I did that, I mean, I have it. It's literally in the same minute of the first contact. Steve says, they just refreshed. And
My jaw dropped. You just typed that, and I thought, okay, Johnny's saying Rumble, give it up.
They only refresh. It's a 5-minute span, you idiot.
That thing moved.
Oh, I know. So the first time, I got them in order now. So it was Tuesday at 6:52 p.m. I said, Steve, they have frozen the numbers. And this might have been my most important message ever. So I said, Rumble, cough up the real numbers in Jesus' name. And I put, for instance, they went from 51K to 135K just with that, decree. And so then next day, I was like, Steve, they've gone all day again. They're not moving anywhere. Acknowledging as well, even Yvonne, her program was not even acknowledged like anything.
By the way, he's not even talking about live viewers, which is what Phil's going to talk about. So he's saying they posted the video. It had 51,000 views. It went almost all day, and then it went to 135. Then he said they did the same thing next day. It was posted all day long with so many views. He's not even talking about live viewers. Phil thinks he is. That's why I thought he was.
I said, okay, I'm going to throw out the same decree over this again. And then suddenly this big jump. So we still may not have all the full numbers. I think
You might not be quite as...
So the post he forwarded from Patriots Rising says, wait, what? It says, wait, what? So they're telling you that numbers on Rumble can be suppressed. That's not true. It's just not true. Rumble is a publicly traded company, and if investors found out they were fucking with the numbers, good or bad, it would be very, very, very bad for Rumble. It says, I'm shocked, and then a bunch of smiling emotes. And then it says, not really, because Phil has been telling us the numbers are skewed for a long time now. Trolls can exit stage left. Phil has been telling us that he has 24 million live viewers when it says it has, 100,000 or 60,000. That's not the same as my video said it had 50,000 views on it. And then several hours later, it said it had 80,000 views on it. Live viewers are not the same as views from a recorded video. So he shows a smiling emote. And he says, okay, the overwhelming answer is record upload. I will indeed record. But chances are you won't see the upload until tomorrow, considering the garbage connection I currently have. We need the next phase 100%. Or maybe perhaps something much more important than my live is actually going on tonight, and I'm trying to discreetly to focus your attention elsewhere. I guess you'll never know. So he's still playing this dumbass game. This dumbass game of, maybe it's a sign, maybe it's a code. Then we get this bullshit, okay? Then we get this bullshit. On April 26th at 6:27 p.m., it says, I have been diagnosed with campylobacteriosis. Campylobacteriosis. Caused by the ingestion of Campylobacter. Lobacter? So he self-diagnosed himself with something. And he has a disease from it, okay? He has a disease from it. It's caused by Campylobacter infection or Campylobactosis. It's caused by the Campylobacter bacteria. It is most commonly bacteria cause a diarrheal illness in the United States. The Foodborne Disease Active Surveillance Network, FoodNet, indicates that about 20 cases are diagnosed each year for every 100,000 people. So basically, someone shitting his food. Someone shitting his food, and he's not going to make it. It says many chickens, turkeys, cows, and other animals that show signs of illness carry the disease or the bacteria. It can be carried in intestines, liver, and organs of animals can be transferred to other edible parts when an animal is slaughtered. In 2015, National Antimicrobial Resistance Monitoring System, NARMS, testing for the bacteria on 24% of raw chicken bought from retailers. Milk can become contaminated when a cow has the bacterial infection in her udder or when milk is contaminated with manure. So when it's cow shit in your milk, pasteurization makes the milk safe to drink. Fruits and vegetables can be contaminated through contact with soil or water containing the shit from cows, birds, or other animals. Animal feces can contaminate lakes and streams. Washing or scrubbing fruits and vegetables and disinfecting untreated water helps prevent the illness. So he ate some cow shit, I think. He ate some cow shit is what he's trying to tell us. Now, he's saying he's got it. And it says, most likely from food that I ate a couple days ago. It takes very few bacteria to make someone sick. A single drop of juice from raw chicken can contain enough bacteria to infect someone. Most bacterial infections are probably acquired by eating raw or undercooked poultry, eating something that touched it. Bacteria is also transmitted by other foods, including seafood, meat, and produce, by contact with animals or their feces, and by drinking untreated water containing their feces. People can get infected when a cutting board has been used to cut and prepare raw chicken and isn't washed before it's used to prepare foods that are served raw or lightly cooked, such as salad or fruit. People can also get infected through contact with a dog or cat feces. Rarely, people have become infected through transfusion of contaminated blood. It does not usually spread from one person to another, and outbreaks have been associated with poultry, raw and unpasteurized dairy products, seafood, untreated water, produce, and puppies. The bacterial infection is common in low-resource countries, and people who travel abroad have a greater chance of becoming infected. And 1 in 5 bacterial infections reported to Food Net are associated with international travel. This dude. This dude's wild, man. It says symptoms usually start 2 to 5 days after infection and last for a week. So he says most likely from food I ate a couple days ago. Doctor says this case is rather severe, presenting abdominal pain, dehydration from vomiting, and diarrhea, and high fever. He said traveling could also be the cause, especially this time of year. Now, that's an absolute fucking lie. You cannot get this from traveling. You can get it from contact with animal feces. Did you travel to animal feces? Uh-oh. Which of these facilities was not present on the Titanic? A fainting room, a Turkish bath, a squash court, or a kennel? Which of these were not present on the Titanic? A fainting bath, or a fainting room, a Turkish bath, a squash court, or a kennel? Put your answers in the poll over on Twitch. I'm eating some this ASMR for some Japanese snacks. Listen. Pretty good, wasn't it? Here, this song reminds me of the winner's circle on Mario Kart. You know what I'm talking about? After you win and you're sitting there celebrating or whatever. These are actually pretty good. I think the pink one was shrimps. Oh, skeet skeet. It means that Word Kennel's on board. What else was on board here? Go again, baby. 30 seconds left. There was a Turkish bath.
TLC0815 just resubscribed for 3 months.
Thank you for the resubscription. Was it a fainting room or a squash? I think squash, probably, right? You don't like my ASMR, Miss Priss? No. Good job, TMZ. Oh, no, it's a faint. There was no fainting room. Did you guys get it? Chat thought it was squash. Sorry, it was a fainting room. So you guys didn't get it either, though, did you? That just goes to show how silly you guys are, right? Thank you very much for voting in the poll. Congratulations on that big L. Took an L. Took an L as a group, okay? All right, so it's caused by feces and undercooked food. Traveling does not cause that. What the article said was that it happens more often in like countries that don't have our preparation standards. But it's still from food, right? They just don't understand, like, you can't use a cutting board for raw poultry and fruit. They just don't understand what's going on there. So it doesn't say that traveling causes it. It says that 1 in 5 cases are reported with international travel because of the way they prep their food. We have a lot stronger regulations. We have a lot stronger education policy about, like, poultry and how to cook and how to do this and how to do that. It doesn't say it's from travel. Anyways. Especially this time of the year. Why would it have to do with travel this time of the year? It's spring. It's fucking spring. What would change this time of year that made you come in contact with more animal feces, you stupid fuck? Anyways. Usually it's international travel. But I was just in Havasu last week for an event that was attended by many, many people. He said it's also likely I could have picked it up there. You can't transfer it from person. Did you not even study this motherfucker before you lied about it? It doesn't transfer from person to person, you idiot. It doesn't transfer from person to person. It's food poisoning. He was at a pineapple party, had a raw tossed salad and some pineapples. Damn it. It's a bacteria that's in my stomach. It's not found in food very often. Unless the food is undercooked. He also said my symptoms are more severe than a food-borne illness. He thinks it came from Havasu. So his doctor said, no. It's too severe. It can't be food. I'm sure. I'm sure.
You sure about
Thank you very much, Austin Milbarge.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Phil's been playing 2 cows, 1 cup. Thank you for the donation. I am sure about it. So his doctor diagnosed him with the Havasu flu, and it's so severe, there's no way he could have got it from undercooked food. He probably got it from an international visitor who shit in his mouth. What are you talking about? Unless the guy shits in your mouth, what are you talking about? He then goes on to say, there are no comps here. I am quite ill. This made Atsuko laugh out loud whenever I read it. This bastard bacteria, and I will need a few days to... Who says that? I'm very ill from this bastard bacteria. I can't even say it. I can't even fucking say it without laughing or fucking it up. I will need a few days to... So someone shit in Phil's mouth, and he's got food poisoning from their fecal matter. They might have shit on his chest, and he might have just licked it or something. I don't know. Then he goes on to clarify, regarding my recorded live from last night. I did it. The Havasu flu, that's what Phil's got. Regarding my recording from last night, it will not upload to any platform. Something is wrong with the file as I keep getting a corrupt encoding. message from Rumble and locals. When I feel better, I'll figure it out in post. He didn't fucking record it. He didn't fucking record it. He didn't fucking record it. Now, he's deleting everybody saying that he didn't record it. He's going through and deleting all the shit that goes there. He's going back through it and saying that, or deleting them, the people that are calling him out, the people that are saying shit, the people that are saying shit to him, right? That's the same article I think I have. Hold on. Let me make sure. Somebody shared the article with me. Thank you, Jessa. That's the same article I think I have. But it cuts off the one that's a close-up, though. Let me make sure. He's going through and deleting them. People are calling him out and saying, aren't you sure that blah, blah, blah? Shouldn't you be able to make this? Shouldn't you be able to do this? Shouldn't you be able to do that? It's just, he's an idiot. God, he's so dumb. He's got the food poisoning from some guy's shit, I guess. I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't know what the fuck to say about it. He's got food. What? And my doctor says it definitely came from Lake Havasu. Definitely came from Lake Havasu. Oh yeah. It definitely come from Havasu. What? I think I did a screen grab from the video. Hold on. We're still talking about the Phil video. I think I did a screen grab from the video. Could that be it? These guys, Phil's, what was that? Guess who farted gifted 1 subscription? Thank you very much. He licked Patrick's rear end. I wouldn't doubt it. Somebody probably told him they were at Kennedy, and he tried to fucking toss their salad. He just put it up in the air to see what happened. Just toss that salad around. Just toss it. Idiots. Idiots. They're all idiots. Oh my God. What was that one? This is not refreshing. I should refresh that. Sorry, I had disconnected from Stream Elements. Guess who farted gifted a tier 1 sub to Wisconsin 888? Guess who farted gifted a tier 1 sub to Becky Manzo? Becky Manzo. Becky Manonzo. There's that one. And that one, make sure they both play. Okay, they both play. Thank you very much for the gifted subs. I appreciate that. Very much so. Pretty sure if he went back 6 months, we'd find a post saying he was sick and had to delay 3 minutes, real raw news. Intel followed by 2 hours of 7K grifts. Of course. That's his go-to, right? Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, the internet's... He said the internet's down. So I would get a new internet provider. I would get a new fucking internet provider. Oh.
Austin _ Milbarge _ GL.
Oh, no.
I'm a little bit
Who's
drunk,
that?
I'm a little bit drunk,
Who's that person?
'cause I'm drinking,
I've never seen her before.
drinking.
I have seen those Stars of David before, though. That was some damn boats and hoes. Boats and Hosea, am I right, guys? Stars of David, little Khazarian in that bloodline, I believe. You know what I mean? You following? You got it? You see what I'm saying? Boats and Hosea. Oh, potato. So Phil tells everybody I'm sick and you can't say anything to me because I'm super sick. And that's where we've been at so far. Phil Godlewski. Sorry, I left his thing. And he starts banning people or deleting posts that are like, why couldn't you upload it? Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? Why can't you blah, blah, blah. He starts deleting those posts. But people are calling him out. He did not record it. I predict, now I don't know if this will actually happen. I bet you when he does release this recorded live stream, if he releases it, he will go above and beyond trying to prove that it is actually on the 25th or 26th. He'll be like, look, here's my calendar. It says the 25th. because I'm recording this tonight. Not that anybody would ever question that. And he'll say, see, trolls, see? I told you. I told you. Do you have shitty internet, Desert Doxies? Where you live at? I'm backed away from the mic for my ASMR, and Miss Priss don't like it. Griffs and hoes. Griffs and hoes. Gotta have me my griffs and hoes. Phil's such a douche, man. He's such a douche. I'll have to find this. I remember I had it downloaded at one point. I just don't know what the fuck I did with it. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, I think I got it. Hold on. No, damn it. That's from the Mary thing. Fuck, I found it, but it was from the Mary animation. I was like, oh, whiteboard, that's got to be it. Whiteboard's got to be it. That's got to be it's Mexico Mary, damn it. You guys remember this?
Oh, I don't hear it. Why was there no audio from that?
Audio device. Wavelength stream, I guess. I don't know. That was weird. Huh. That's weird. It's muted, but there it is. It was the Satan worshipers. Mexico Mary and her white boy. Oh, I bet you the audio is separate the way I made it. But I think I can I still activate it? Hold on. Let me see if I can activate it. I turned it off because people were just spamming it. And like I literally asked them to stop spamming it over and over again. They're like, they just did it just because. Let's see, which one was it? Mexico Mary, edit triggers. Mex Mary, save, edit commands. Did I time them out or something? It would open, it would close, Mex Mary, visible. Oh, maybe I made it to where not as many people could do it. Hold on. Only I can do it. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Sexy Mexi. Mex Mary. Oh, by the way, my video that we were all hoping to go viral, it kind of did for me at least. It went over 675,000 or some shit like that. It was pretty crazy. Still go watch it. I'd like to get it to 1 million before it's done. And I've almost got 3,000 subscribers now. I probably picked up like well over 1,000, like 1,500 subscribers already.
These are symbols
Evil people.
of evil people. Evil people. Evil people.
Mexico Mary has got it going on.
Mexico Mary has got it going on. I'll show you I let Atsuko make a TikTok. If you haven't seen it, go check it out and like it. So the point of this TikTok filter is your eyebrows, then your eyes, then your nose, then your mouth are like basically getting bigger the whole time. And when you blink, it stops them. So here's Atsuko doing her TikTok filter. The real American experience. her mouth's in the middle of her nose. She did a good job, though. Good job. Token joke. What do you mean I'm right here? This is the update I did today.
So as far as I can tell, there hasn't been a real update for the Bamber alert. It just seems like he's still loose in the wild, running around feral. I'd be advised to look in trees, you know, under your crawl space, under your house, wherever you can find. So as far as I can tell, there hasn't been.
So that one already has, they're definitely doing better now that I had one blow up. So this one has 24,000. This one has 84,000.
There's a full-blown Bamber alert going on. If you don't know what that is, that's like an Amber alert, but it relates to Bam Margera. Shelter in place. He was not found in the woods. Okay, he was not found in the woods. He's probably still somewhere in the wild. Full Bamber alert, shelter in place. There's a warrant issued for his arrest, and we'll see what happens. in the crazy 2023 world where a manhunt's going on for Bam fucking Margera. That's what's going on. So stay in place. Bamber alert. Update.
Also, there is a YouTube channel. If you want to know more about the Bam Margera and what he's been going through recently, there's a, someone reached Division 9. Good job, someone. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I don't know if it'll actually tell me. No, it just says someone. It's for privacy settings or whatever. But thank you very much for that. I greatly appreciate it. So we need 8 more now. There is a YouTube channel that is called BJ, like blowjob, BJ Investigations. And she just recently did an interview with Bam. Sorry, I thought I was going to hiccup. And it only came out like 8 hours before I made this video. It was actually a really good video. They asked me to watch it. I went and watched it. I don't want to take views away from her. I guess I can show the first part of it in just a second. Me on my son's phone. Thank you, Banking Tree. But yeah, thank you very much for that. But yeah, BJ Investigates on YouTube. We'll watch a portion of it in just a second. I'll show you how good it is.
You see this comment? Do you see this comment?
That's one of my favorite YouTubers there.
It's about
Check Engine Chuck.
Jokes I was making around the situation. And one of my favorite creators commented, dude, it can't get any better. It can't get any better. Do you...
Brother saw Bam urinating in the kitchen sink and then Bam attacked him, injuring his face.
It's a Bam hunt.
Y'all didn't believe me. I told you there's a wild Bam on the loose in the woods. And
this one has 32,000 views, but here's the one that you guys saw. It has 686,000 views. 686,000 views.
What world are we living?
It's crazy. This is my second go around after hitting 61. I don't remember that from the first one. What I do remember is waking up and asking them where they were going to do the colonoscopy, and they said when they were going to do it. They said they were done. I just said, thank you, Jesus. Why 10? Oh, no. 10 of them? Or 10 inches? 10 inches. This is the one that went viral with 686,000 views. Or viral for me. I know most people wouldn't consider something viral unless it got multi-millions, but it went viral for me. So let's do this. I want to show you a portion of this BJ Investigates. Dr. Quads is live. BJ Investigates Bam Margera. And I'll just show you a portion because I want you to go watch it and give her the views, but it's actually really good. It came out just a couple days ago.
That surprise witness, I love you. I just saw what you said. And he said that you live right around here in Philadelphia. I want to do an interview with you.
So I saw a video of you and people characterize it as ranting and raving and whatever. But what you said in this...
When you've been through what I've been through, yes, it is a rant because I have a lot to say. But I don't know anything about this free Bam movement whatsoever. And because I couldn't have the interweb, this chick knows a lot of information. Jack Tillery said, Bam, she lives in Philadelphia. I'm like, what? Get a hold of her then.
I spoke
I'll
to
be in
him.
my boy.
Now, she claimed in this that she didn't really know that whether he was supposed to be sober, whether he was drinking or whatever. She does know that during the interview, someone brought him a cup, and she now assumes that in that cup was alcohol. But at the time, she didn't put it together. She's not a huge YouTuber. She sees the opportunity to interview a famous person. Who wouldn't? Because people, I guess, kind of putting some hate on her, saying shit like you shouldn't have interviewed him in this vulnerable state.
It was a ruse to get Lima and Jesse Ray and Brandon Cliff. They came in for an intervention at the shaman's house. He does not want his...
I'll look, Atsuko. I'll look here. Is it like a hard case or a soft case, Atsuko? Yeah, I just got 9. Good job. Division 9.
What they did. And my mom was like, Bam, I had nothing to do with it. You had everything to do with it. You fucking made her change the flight because you knew...
There it is.
What you have is big news because...
That's you, Southern Belle. That's you. Thank you very much for that. That's awesome. You're awesome. Thank you very much. That helps out a lot. Now we only need 7 people to do it. I know we're not going to get the full 72. That would have been awesome to max it out again because that makes them more likely to work with you in the future. But even if we just get this new plateau, because I feel like I'm losing money. So, like, I got the first 12, and I got the second 12, and the next plateau is 16. So right now I have, if I need, what do I need, 7 more? I have 9 done. Now those 9 that made it, I'm not going to get paid a dime for unless I get the full 16 total to hit it pays out in plateaus. It doesn't pay out for each person.
I could have done an interview with you, and we could have talked, but you have f***ing proof of everything.
So here's her little intro thing. This is the part I want you to see, and then you guys can use it. Oh.
Incoming dono clip.
Oh, God. That can't be good.
Everybody, and welcome to That Surprise Podcast, a show I actually just created and might literally never do again. So many things have been going on.
Wilbert, this is Ramesh. I'm still stuck under Phil's house. When do you want me to reconnect all his computers and everything?
You weren't supposed to call me on this phone, Ramesh. What is this? Are you trying to get me in trouble? Are you trying to get me in trouble? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing? Just leave it disconnected. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Have you seen his diarrhea? Have you seen his diarrhea? I need to know. Or his butthole. Or his butthole. Have you seen his butthole? Is that an option? Have you seen it? What the hell just happened? Every window I had just closed somehow. Thank you very much for the donation and for the little audio messages. Very funny. Very funny. Here you go. Back to it.
In the last week that it is difficult to even sort through and process my own self. So I'll try to keep it short. And over the course of the next few weeks, I will be releasing more information about all the shenanigans and fiascos that have taken place.
He texted me and told me it sinks. Have you seen the firmament?
This is an active and ongoing story, so I am sure that there will also be additional updates to provide in the coming weeks. I do have some notes here that I'm going to be referencing because I want to make sure that I cover some of these points. Almost exactly a week ago, so Sunday, April 16th, 2023, I was doing my meal prep, minding my business, spinning around in my yard, enjoying the beautiful day. And I come inside, I look at my phone, and I notice that 13 minutes prior,
So Amanda Torini is the one who announced it. Amanda Torini is the one that said, "Oh, Phil's sick. That's all I can say right now. I can't disclose the rest of it." That makes sense, of course.
Margera on his alternate account had posted a video about me. He said he loved me. He had seen something that I had said, and he wanted to interview with me. By that night, Sunday, April 16th, 2023, Bam was at my house. I was wholly unprepared to do a podcast interview with Bam Margera, to say the least. But I did have about 2 hours or so to prepare. And so what you're going to see in this podcast is what we could come up with. I tried my best. I did my best. And I really wanted to give Bam a voice so that he could just say what he thought. Bam was brought to my house by 2 people in a white car. I walked outside to greet him when he came, and he walked up alone, and the other 2 people stayed at the car. It was a man and a woman. When he walked up to me, he was not carrying any cup, any drink, anything like that.
So he had no drink on him at first.
In my estimation of just meeting him for the very first time, he didn't seem to be under the influence of anything. In my opinion, I'm not an expert. I really, honestly, I truly can't speak to what, if anything, was going on with that. But I will say, in my opinion, he seemed coherent. He definitely was able to hold conversation. He was charismatic, funny. It didn't seem like he was on any substances to me. I really don't know, though. But he certainly was not holding any cup or bottle or anything like that when he walked up to me. So something else that Bam kept reiterating over and over and over and over again was that he had never heard of me until that day. He had never seen any of my content until that day. And as soon as he saw it, he wanted to meet up. I don't know if that's true.
The creator actually messaged me. And then why didn't he just say Dr. Amanda instead of my doctor? Exactly. The creator messaged me and one of her friends or somebody. And it is a good video. I'm just showing you her intro. I don't want her to think like I'm stealing her content or copyright strike me. I'm just showing this, and then we're going to stop. But it's like a 50-minute interview or something.
But that is what Bam said. So I just want to be very clear about that. I don't know what, if
Yeah, you start at Division 10 and then you go to 9. It takes right up there where it says Division 10, Division 9. It shows points beside it. They're not XP. They're called combat points. Just to the right of your division number, it'll say points. You need 400 or more to get to Division 9.
in this interview that you're about to watch is true. I'm not here to determine what's true or not true in this particular case. In this particular
Surprise witness, is that what it's called?
What he wanted to say, but I'm not vouching for it as facts. I don't know. I obviously have not had time to investigate any of his allegations or accusations as of yet. And I want to address a couple points that I know people are going to have questions and comments about before we get started. Unfortunately, Bam is back to drinking again. And by the time we did sit down and start the interview, someone did bring him a cup. And in that cup, I am assuming it was alcohol. I do not know what alcohol was in.
So someone brought him a cup.
And I have seen people giving a little bit of criticism saying, BJ, me, should not have interviewed Bam if she knew he was drinking. I appreciate the criticism and I appreciate your concern and your opinion. It's just not my opinion. I believe that journalism is about the truth. And the truth is that on the night of April 16th, 2023, Bam Margera was drinking. I saw a couple of people say, and again, I respect their opinions, that I should have waited until Bam was sober or until Bam was no longer drinking or until he had recovered or was in active recovery from alcohol before I interviewed him. He publicly asked me to interview him. And quite frankly, I have no idea when or if ever again I would ever be able to speak with him. It's no secret that Bam has been, according to him, locked up against his will with no access to a phone or internet or any outside communication for the greater majority of the last 2 years. So for those reasons, I made the decision to go ahead and interview Bam on April 16th, 2023. What you are about to see is that interaction. To be honest, I was nervous. I'm nervous even recording this right now because since that interview, people close to Bam, including blood relatives, have made horrendous.
That surprise witness. Yeah, I heard him. So Bam in his little video says, that surprise witness, I didn't even know, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know that was her. I thought that's just what they called her because it's called That Surprise Podcast. So maybe there is a, hold on.
Or if ever again.
Oh shit, it did it again. That surprise witness. Witness, whatever. That surprise witness TV. Yeah, so this is apparently her. That's her too. Bam missing, family goes on. Yeah, that's her. So yeah, she does have two.
And inappropriate accusations about and toward me, including Bam's own brother insinuating or questioning whether I provide.
Oh yeah, it has less subs, doesn't it?
Substances. Let the record reflect. I did absolutely no such thing, and I would never, ever do such a thing. So I went back and forth on whether to even show y'all the parts of the interview where Bam was drinking because of these ridiculous and stupid allegations against me. I feel like it would be hypocritical of me to not include the full truth. About 30 or 60 seconds of total footage has been deleted from this interview.
So she did delete some footage from it.
Later, but I'm not at liberty to discuss them right now. Now, after this interview that y'all are about to see, Bam did come back to my house one more time where we sat for 2 additional sessions of interviews. So total, there will be 3 of these podcast style interview episodes that will come out about
Study break or deep dive. Oh, so she has multiple channels. Damn.
10 sessions, but as of right now, I know for sure that these 3 exist. They have been recorded and they will be coming out. In this interview, I did the best that I could. Upon rewatching the interview, there are things that I wish I had done differently. There are things I will do differently if I have the opportunity to interview anybody else, but it's not really on my radar right now. This is what you get. I mean, this is the best I could do with the very little prep that I was allowed. Without further ado, what you're going to watch now is that first interview from that very first night.
I got you.
Facts and defamation. Love you, Mina. Bye. That's what I heard. Oh, this is silly.
Sure.
Funny story. That's what your brother called me. Yes, I've seen the videos from the silly little maniac.
So Jess
Jess Margera is his brother, and apparently, like, she interacts with him on social media.
Talking about.
I don't know.
So I sold stickers that said "Silly Little Maniac" for the
All
free
right.
BAM cause.
Can you both give me 3 claps?
Yeah. Should I rock them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Hold this
yes.
one. We just broke the internet with that one. Whoo! The Reddit forums are gonna not know what to do.
All right, so there you go. You can go check it out. He does. It is an interesting video for sure. If you want to go check it out, I'm not going to take her content, but it is an interesting thing. I wanted to see that. Oh shit! I just closed it. I can do this. Johnny. It says Johnny Knoxville reacts. I would like to see that. Knoxville. Bam Margera. There it was. Johnny Knoxville reacts to it.
Brandon Bam Margera, the star of a former
Thank you, Dr. J.
wanted by the Pennsylvania State Police. Yesterday morning, troopers
Knoxville and Tremaine made me sign this fucking basically a death waiver. Jeff Tremaine is too much of a p- to get in the ring with me. But Knoxville, if I double dog dare him, he says if I double dog dare anything, he'll do it. So this is not a brand new idea.
Make up his own mind. Let him have his own mind. Let him have his own mind.
Many of you have been tracking the Bam Margera saga for
Ooh.
some time and have wondered about its conclusion. Would Bam cross a line so extreme that he would be cast aside? Would it
I think if Scott Wadgers goes into the room, he becomes the womb.
escalate until someone intervened? Or was there still a chance for him to make a turnaround? Regrettably, the latter option didn't materialize. Not only did he persist with his random acts of aggression,
Steve-O tried. I don't think him and Johnny Knoxville get along that great.
such episode. Subscribe to the channel. 6. The Fugitive.
He's also holding a lot of like water weight. I think it's probably from his alcoholism. You can like his face got fat and shit, but it doesn't look like normal fat. It looks like he's holding fluid. Maybe his kidneys, liver, or whatever aren't working very well.
There's much to discuss. An arrest warrant has been issued for Bam Margera, who is accused of participating in a physical confrontation that resulted in minor injuries to another individual, according to authorities.
Yesterday morning, troopers from the Avondale Barracks responded to the 400 block of Hickory Hill Road in the Pocopson Township, Chester County.
This unfortunate pattern has become a recurring theme in Bam's life, further emphasizing the need to intervene before something truly catastrophic occurs. Margera was on the run Monday morning after escaping the scene of the alleged altercation.
Let's just see I just want to see the Johnny Knoxville part.
Engaged in a physical confrontation, they announced the warrant for his arrest that anyone with information about his peacefully can catch him. Time will reveal the answer, and time is a resource that Bam has been squandering like Cardenas. According to TMZ, the victim claims that Margera entered his home in the middle of the night last month, woke him up, and made a death threat. "You have 12 hours to leave the house or I will kill you with my brass knuckles," Cardenas accuses Margera of saying. Cardenas asserts that his roommate overheard the alleged commotion and eventually forced Margera to leave while declaring jackass star. Cardenas alleged in the some very loud claim to protect his dog. Insulting Johnny Knox story, Bam issued a disturbing challenge to Johnny, inviting him to a boxing match in an attempt to seek revenge. He initially wanted to send them impertinent behavior like 3. Insulting Johnny Knoxville. Bam recently accused his former co-star Johnny Knoxville of forcing him to take 18 medications that allegedly caused him permanent damage. In a video posted on his Instagram story, Bam issued a disturbing challenge to Johnny, inviting him to a boxing match in an attempt to seek revenge. He initially wanted to send the message to Jackass creator Jeff Tremaine, but claimed that Jeff was too much of a coward to fight him. So this isn't a novel idea.
He's been having a meltdown on social media for sure.
Take 18 medications that turned me into a zombie, the troubled star said in the video. He claimed that the meds affected his sexual performance and led to weight gain.
What?
I couldn't get aroused, I couldn't satisfy my own wife, I couldn't gain muscles, lost hair,
I think he claims this to be in the new Jackass Forever movie.
Tremaine is too much of a coward to step into the ring.
They made him do this.
He said if I double dog dare anything, he'll do it. So he launched the fight invite. So Knoxville, I double dog dare you to enter the ring with me without any boxing gloves so I can ring, 1, 2, 3, let's go, I'll mess you up. Let's go, coward. Oh, if you call him a coward, he really gets mad. Coward. Not exactly the words of leading him to make this post. Then as soon as you left my with me in hopes
There is no Johnny Knoxville reaction. I got clickbaited, didn't I?
We wish we could provide you with actions and reactions to engage in random acts that only placed a larger target.
Of course, I got clickbaited. God damn it. I really did want Ben Margera's sad message to Johnny Knoxville. That was from 3 weeks ago. I only want to get him better. From 6 months ago. I think Steve-O and Johnny Knox talked about him at one point, and they're just like, literally, they just wanted to say, this has got to be fake. Hold on, has there been an update? We got to record an update video. It says he can't have been sentenced to prison already. There's no way. He hasn't even been arrested yet. Issue arrest warrant. Brother says he's addicted to meth on run with girlfriend. Ooh, that sounds good. Ben Margera's brother says he's addicted to meth and on the run with his girlfriend and daughter. Ben Margera's brother Jess posted a flurry of tweets Wednesday alleging that Bam is currently on the run with his girlfriend and her 8-year-old daughter, and that he has been heavily using methamphetamine. I'm trying to stay positive. Bam is really the sweetest guy when he isn't messed up. Jess Margera wrote in one tweet, but since his meth habit, he's unrecognizable, and I really don't know what he's capable of. Adding that Bam had recently been hallucinating and dreaming at a person that wasn't there. Oh, that's always good. Just a person that doesn't fucking exist. Awesome. A person that wasn't there. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, God. At a person that wasn't there. That's what we all want to hear. That's what everybody wants to hear. In another tweet, Jess wrote that he's obviously worried about Bam, but is extremely worried that there's an 8-year-old child. Oh yeah, I guess of course. But is extremely worried that there's an 8-year-old child with him and his girlfriend. I can't even imagine the environment in that car right now, he said. She doesn't deserve this unnecessary trauma. An arrest warrant was issued for Bam earlier in the week and came after he was arrested twice last month, once for corporal injury to a spouse, and another for verbal disturbance involving alcohol. News broke Monday that the former Jackass star was wanted again. This by Pennsylvania State Police after an alleged physical altercation. A court docket provided to the Daily News accuses Margera of simple assault, harassment, and terroristic threats. TMZ reports that some of Bam's friends had recently attempted to stage an intervention for him, but that it was not well received, with some of the blame due to his girlfriend. Sources claim she doesn't want Bam to seek treatment because it would leave her without a place to live. When one Twitter user urged Jess to reach out and try to make peace with his brother, Jess had a strong response alleging that Bam had recently attacked him. Dude, call your brother and make peace before he gets hurt. Make peace? A dude that's been up on meth for a week and screaming at his shadow on the wall randomly attacked me while I was making a cup of coffee and was screaming about killing my dad. I still don't even know what he was mad at. This is a one-sided meltdown, dude. Jesus. That is rough. That is rough. I don't know about all that nonsense. That's pretty crazy, huh? Wow. That is wild. Yeah, that's a zoomed in version, but it's not low enough to see where Phil's supposedly at, is it? Where's the 22 on this word? Hold on. People are sending me, okay, there's the 22. There's the head. Yeah, that zoomed in one doesn't go low enough to even see the red and shit. 2 little pictures, crack. Yeah, it doesn't get low enough. Sorry, I'm still clicking these. Oh, God, what are you doing? Don't be playing shit over there. What are you... Stop it. It should be right under that CS website part, but that's the lowest I can see. Does it say something different? Hold on. It's very hard to tell. That's a good photo. I can see the top of it. I can see the very top of it. I can't tell what it says. I don't think it says Godlewski, but it's hard to tell. I see what you sent me, Austin. It's very hard to see what that says. We proved this once. Was it still a nobody? Yes. But he was claiming that the reason he was on there was because he's like, they know who he really is because they're in with the white hats. But he was not on there. He was not on there at the time. Somebody edited it or changed it or fucked with it. We remember it. I remember covering it. Everything. I'm getting very sleepy. Liam's already asleep. Ollie's getting tired. I don't want to cut the interview short or make it Atsuko. Oh, that was from the other day. I don't know why I even read that. That was an old text message from Ryan. That was when I was interviewing Atsuko. Did you guys see the Atsuko interview? That was actually pretty good. I hope you got a chance to see it and enjoy it. I like that. It was fun. Let's see here. Looking for something else right now. Give me a second. Bow. I see, Jess. It must be that night. Who's gonna watch? Who's gonna lurk tonight and let all the other lurkers watch their shit? That's always a question, I guess. As long as you're keeping up with it, somebody's got to do it, right? We can't all share the same duties. Let me go back here. I guess I don't know. I don't know how my video like hit the algorithm and got all those fucking views. But it did add to a shit ton of followers. Like I was at like 1,400 or something. Now like I'm at 2,771 for followers. 2,771. So I hope it keeps growing. I mean, I hate it for Bam. I don't want to see anybody die. But I also don't keep telling me the Ryan Dunn. Like I even mentioned it the other night. Like, you know, he lost his friend he was really close to. Bam was an addict long before Ryan Dunn died. And he's an addict afterwards. Like, that could have been an excuse for a while, but it couldn't be an excuse before he died. Even Ryan had started distancing himself from Bam before he died because of his drug use, his habitual drug use. So it's hard for me. It's hard for me to like, a lot of people are basically excusing his behavior. They're using it and saying, oh my God, just because this is all because Ryan Dunn, blah, blah, blah. It's sad to see. I'm sure that has something to do with it, right? Everybody has bad shit happen. My mom died back in December. That doesn't give me the excuse to assault my family and get hooked on meth, and then escape into the woods and then take off with, you know, a child and my girlfriend or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, like you can just go through my comments. Let me grab it. I'll pause the video.
Fucking world.
But yeah, you can just go through my comments and check it out. So. Some of them are very funny. This one says you're walking in the woods, there's no one around, and your phone is dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot Bam Margera. He's following you about 30 feet back. He gets down on all fours and breaks into a sprint. He's gaining on you, Bam Margera. You're looking for your car, but you're all turned around. He's almost upon you now, and you can see there's blood on his face. My God, there's blood everywhere. Make it to the tune of Black Betty. Whoa, Bam Margera, Bam Balam. Whoa, Bam Margera, Bam Balam. Instead, it's whoa, Bam Margera, drunk again. Whoa, Bam Margera, stab a man. Bam had a job. He's going wild. Oh, shit. I saw somebody called a Bamber alert. Hi, Johnny Knox. Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and welcome to Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Manhunt. It says the world where Ryan Dunn died and Bam can never accept it. Like, that's not an excuse, guys. That's not Bam Squatch. That's funny. That's not an excuse. If I see Bam, I didn't see Bam. The fact that people are calling this a manhunt, not a Bam hunt, is such a missed opportunity. This is a very advanced episode of Evil of Bam, and nobody had that on their yearly bingo card. I'm worried it's going to end badly. There's a bunch of them, if I can find them. Since Dunn died, Bam hasn't been the same. He was bad and addicted before Ryan Dunn died to everything he could find. It's Bam's world. We just live in it. I know the guy's always been hilarious, but this is one moment where Bam's not trying to make us laugh, and I don't think we should be laughing. Well, you're just a buzzkill. Run, Bam, run. I'm worried for him. And what will he do next? Imagine telling 2005 about 2020. That's a very funny comment. Have they found him yet? I guess I can reply to this. his brother came out and said he is addicted to meth and on the run with his girlfriend and kid. See, this is why I want to move to Pennsylvania. It's wild. If I got this alert, I'll print it out and put it in a photo album. I hope this doesn't end bad for Bam. I don't want to see him die, but I don't think we could keep saying like it's all because Ryan Dunn died. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that affects you. But if you're an addict before, and you might use it as a coping mechanism, but how long has it been since Ryan Dunn died? It's been a while, right? Like, you can't keep using it. You can't keep using it as your excuse. He eventually ends up at Riddle or George Hill every time. They're acting like Bam Margera hasn't been loose in the woods for all these years. That's a funny comment. He's breached containment. Stay calm. If anyone finds Bam, take him in and protect him, please. What? So this is the reason that so many people are protective on him is because there was that. That's a wild fucking place I paused in the video. There was this free Bam movement, like the conservatorship and shit. But when someone's that strung out on drugs, I think a lot of people need a conservatorship. Like, I don't think it should last forever. I don't think it should last indefinitely. I don't think people should get, but I mean, isn't that better than just watching them spend all their money and die alone in the streets, high on meth or get a hold of some fucking fentanyl? It's a Bam hunt. Have they played him real loud to lure? Have they played him real loud to lure him out? But no, seriously, I hope he's brought in safely. Him and Drake Bell just vacationing together. Bro, have people not seen Bam's show? Like, wasn't beating on his family part of the show? Should be like this for the missing. Run, Bam, run. Not a wild Bam Margera. Yes, it is a wild Bam Margera. Planet Jupiter. The planet Jupiter commented. That's wild. They're really trying to stop him from something, eh? No. I really hope he can get himself clean and sober. I grew up with him also. It's sad. They need to tell him that the woods is where all the snakes are. Me and Mariah were talking about an episode where he literally started crying. He literally started crying because they put him in this cattle trailer with snakes and they were blowing them at him with a fan. You've been Bam rolled. If I see him, I'm joining on the fun. I'll go wild man with Bam. Can we have a Where's Bam watch party yet or too soon? Bam Margera is a victim of conservatorship. I'd be watching. He's not a victim of conservatorship if he's strung out on meth. We got an ad incoming, guys. Sweet Home Alabama. Greenbow, Alabama. Brittany has become free, but she's also went kind of wild too. I agree. I sent the mods a video the other day of her makeup all strung up and fucked up and shit. I just set off Mariah's alarm. All right, here we go. Which Roman emperor led a Roman empire to reach its maximum territorial extent? Claudius, Trajan, Julius Caesar, Constantine the Great. You'll have to vote in the poll below. Here's the music. Claudius. Constantine the Great. Is it Trahan? Is that how you say it? I don't even know that one. But that's probably the answer, isn't it? I think your cat channel is not posting. The fuck is the cat channel? Trahan. Did chat get it? What did we get? I think it's chat was right. It was indeed Trahan. Am I even saying it right? I might not even be saying it right. I don't even know how to say that. Pronounce Trahan.
Trajan.
I don't know. I don't even know that one. I don't know that much about the Roman Empire and shit. Well, not about the leaders. Like, I like to study about like their aqueducts and their road systems and shit. So I just found some more comments while you guys are doing that for the thing. But good job, chat. Y'all were right. It says, it's his reality. He lost his best friend. Hasn't been the same since, sadly. I honestly feel so sorry for him. There was another one here somewhere, too. A sad day. He tried once to get sober. Okay, why doesn't he try again? This is probably the best compliment I've ever received. You sound like a Walmart Matthew McConaughey. All right. I like that. I like Matthew McConaughey. He's pretty good, right? A Walmart Matthew McConaughey? That's probably pretty good, isn't it? What was that one? Gen X Biatch just subscribed for 6 months in a row. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I don't know why the alert things aren't saying like the names and shit. But that's all right. 33 minutes ago, someone reached Division 9. Oh, we read that one. Okay. 33 minutes ago. A Walmart Matthew. All right. That sounds pretty good, right? I think it is. He even threatened to kill Phil, and I'm not. I'm like not Phil. Damn. Hope April's safe. Bam is a cryptic SCP now. That's right. I'm living to this right now. Shelter in place. Bam Margera is loose. By the way, like, I made it funny. They didn't issue a shelter in place order. They didn't send out alerts. Like, basically how I found out about it was a news story. Then I saw another creator say their wife called them and said, hey, take a different way home, because you're going to, on your way home from work, you're going to be driving through an area that they're searching for Bam Margera. And then I thought that was just incredibly funny. So that's how I come up with a joke. Get on Bam. I honestly seen this one coming. Bam brought the Washington vibes to the East Coast. Where is he? I got the 6 ABC alert the other day. Love you, Bam. I know you're going through some shit right now, but you have a beautiful son to be okay for. Surprised they haven't checked Fast Eddie's Treetop Casino. Poor Bam. I seriously thought he was dead. Wow. There was a bunch of them. Bam on the run. Bam on the run. Somebody made a song out of it. There was like a heated debate where people were defending him. That's what I was looking for, but it probably got downvoted so many times or whatever. It's towards the bottom. I can't find it. About like, you shouldn't be saying this. He lost his best friend and that's what happened. Well, here you go. Poor guy. He lost it after Dunn died. But there were also people saying, look, that's way too long of an excuse. And I agree. Like, it's been a while. 20 years ago, I wanted to marry him. I think it's wild that he's loose. I think it's wild that he's fucking, I don't know. Like, I hate it. I don't want to see anybody die, anybody get hurt. It's just wild to me that this is even a thing in 2023. What shocked me about Bam was that Ryan was the first person that died he was close to. He was 31 at the time of Ryan's death. I was 5.5 years older for my first death. I was 5.5 years old for my first death. Yeah, I mean, Do you think that's true though? Like he never lost anybody he was close, like not a grandmother or an aunt or an uncle or nothing. Like I've heard that story. Like he even talks about it. He didn't know how to deal with loss. But is that true, or is that just like putting more onus on the thing? Like you think a family member would at least die or something. I don't know. Bottle. Has anybody tried to leave a liquor bottle under a box with a stick? When he gets under the box, pull the stick. That's a very funny comment. Acme style. If I find him, I'm keeping him. Bam is definitely on a Deadpool list. He's going to be gone soon if he keeps it up. If I get taken out by Bam Margera, my teen self would be okay with that. And I think my adult me is okay too. It's sad to say, but the day we lost Ryan Dunn is the day we lost Bam. If you see Bam, no, you didn't. That's pretty funny. What world are we living in? He lives 5 minutes from me. I really hope he's okay and doesn't try to hurt himself or others. He needs help in a safe place. He's gone plumb off the deep end. All right. Just imagine you're out in the woods fishing. You hear a noise behind you and it's Bam trying to steal your beer. That could be dangerous. Thank you. I hope those early 2000s Bam tattoos are living up to the hype. Bam Margera has never been the same since Ryan Dunn died. Bless. Real fans know this. Thank you for acknowledging he never healed. Not gonna lie, he has not gonna lie, kind of has MK Ultra vibes. Somebody really needs to help Bam. So they believe that he's part of the MK Ultra bullshit.
I heard him say it. Oh yeah, that's what I assumed.
He said it, but I don't know. That's crazy if true. That's a long time to live, and like nobody close to you's ever died, because death is just a part of life. You got to get used to it. I wanted to see the ones that were going hard about it, but maybe I missed them or skipped them. I don't know. Maybe they're not. There's too many fucking. There's like 9,000 fucking comments. 3,000 comments. I'm sorry. There's 9,000 shares. When Steve-O has his life in control better than Bam. Imagine being rich and still living in Pennsylvania. Tell me about it. Phil does it all the time. Anyways, that's the video. That's the comments. I'm not going to find the one I was looking for. I'm pulling up, Bam. I'll take you to safety. Oh, no. That can't be good. But anyways, there's people going hard about it. I just think it's been a little long to still say Ryan Dunn did it, right? Maybe, I mean, I'm sure that influenced it. I'm not saying it didn't have an effect on him whatsoever, but it's pretty crazy to say that like years later, he's hooked on meth and beating the shit out of his brother because his friend died when he was 31. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a little far for me. When's the last time Phil actually did a video? Hold on. I know he's canceled the last two. We watched the last one he did. It shows I've watched it. False Flag. Oh yeah, that's the one with him in the hat, right? Yeah, there's that my audio's fucked up. Hold on, let me see. How is my audio fucked up? Like I'm not even hearing it. Are you guys hearing it? Yeah, why are we not hearing the system volume? Monitor mix, stream output. Okay. Have I got the audio set to something different? Let me check something, guys. I thought there was something wrong earlier when I couldn't hear the Mexico Mary video, but I could when I played it on stream, which was strange. Advanced sound. Maybe I just need to reboot. Google's on default. What's default? Default output is Wavelength System Elgato. Do I need to restart it? I don't have this muted, do I? Oh, unmute side. I'm an idiot.
Let me just real quick.
I'm an idiot. I'm just an idiot. Phil and Derek Johnson in Brokeback Mountain 2, Pineapple Express. That makes sense. Did you guys hear? Let me explain something to you. The largest toy company in the world is Hasbro. Okay? They own all kinds of board games, card games, different games, all kinds of shit. They even own Wooly Willy or whatever, the magnetized game. Hasbro, right? Hasbro makes a card game called Magic the Gathering. And they're coming out with new cards. And at their factory, at the Hasbro card factory for Magic the Gathering, they sent out the cards that were supposed to come out in like 2 weeks. They were supposed to be sending a sample to like their warehouse or whatever, and they accidentally sent them to a store. Now, a YouTuber or a guy at the store who happens to be a YouTuber notices this, sees the early released cards, and he buys them legally, takes them home, and makes a video about it. And then the toy company, Hasbro, hires the Pinkertons, which are the bad guys from Red Dead Redemption 2, the guys that escort like the bank trains and bank wagons and shit like that. And the Pinkertons are not allowed to work for the U.S. government ever since they tried to blow up the side of a mountain with a bomb to kill a bunch of people that were protesting to be a union at a coal mining site. The Pinkertons. The bad guys from Red Dead Redemption 2, the guys that fought the people who wanted to unionize coal mines, literally shot and killed them and families and kids, tried to blow up a protest in the 1800s at a West Virginia coal mine, tried to blow up protesters, banned from working ever. It's in the law books. No company like the Pinkertons or like so can ever work for the U.S. government or hired by a toy company to raid this guy's house and steal back the cards. Let me look this up because somebody probably explains this better than me. But Hasbro, wait, holy shit. I can't make this up. People are fucking pissed about it, and rightfully so. The Pinkertons raided a guy's house because he illegally bought cards that they fucked up and shipped out early. They fucked them up, put them on the wrong truck in the wrong box or whatever. They were on the store's shelf. This guy legally bought them with legal tender money. He didn't steal them. He didn't do anything. And they hired the Pinkertons to raid his house and take these fucking cards back. Shit's crazy.
Folks. My name is Timmy. You're watching Rudy. Oh, where are you? Hold on. Censored. Didn't want to get demonetized for tetherballs. So, folks, welcome back. My name is Rudy. So, obviously, if you've been living under a rock or something like that, the March of the Machine Aftermath set has been accidentally spoiled crazily by the old, another YouTube channel, MTG, Old School Magic MTG. So, long story short, this guy opened boxes of the collector boxes and very, very early, and nobody knew the spoilers. Became a big deal, and everybody's like, oh wow about it. Got, 100,000+ views, and spoiled, I guess, most of the sets, and everybody went all crazy for it. And then apparently the video was deleted, Wizards freaked out, and apparently sent the Pinkertons, which is, I guess, a private investigative security firm that companies can hire. Don't know much about that, but I thought it was interesting. So let me give you my response and opinion on this whole thing.
Hold on. This guy, I want somebody that's got he seems like he just heard about it. I want the actual somebody that's got it. Right? Somebody's got it down and knows exactly what happened and why it happened, blah, 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 right? So, Wizards of the Coast sent goons to YouTuber's house over MTG card leaks.
Wizard of the Coast sends the Pinkertons after Magic the Gathering YouTuber. I'm trying to find something that's got tons of views on it. Oh, this is the guy here. Old school game, old school MTG.
It's been a crazy month. It was a really crazy morning. I got up and was doing some videos, recording some videos, and I recorded a regular March of the Machine collector's box opening before the events unraveled of the morning. So that may be a little confusing what I'm saying in that video. So take that with a grain of salt. Right after I got done with the video, dogs started barking because somebody's knocking at the door. I come out and my wife's answering the door.
Yeah, tomorrow, probably about 8 p.m. is when I need people to make it to Division 9 there, Sunshine.
And it was the Pinkertons. If you're not familiar with the Pinkertons, check them out.
Can't hear what?
They're the largest private security.
It's playing. I don't know.
Like the world, I think. Like big heavy hitter guys. Anyway, they come knocking on the door to recover the stolen product from Wizards of the Coast, which was the
stolen product that he bought with his own fucking money.
The March of the Machine Aftermath stuff. It wasn't stolen product. Just to clear the record, as far as I know, nothing was stolen. What I believe happened was the names are too similar. March of the Machine Aftermath. And somebody screwed up and sent out the wrong cases to the gentleman that I bought the boxes off of. Because when he sold me the stuff, he said he was selling me March of the Machine collector's boxes, not Aftermath. He's not a Magic guy. He's a more Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh guy, I believe. He just does Magic because it's all, all the card games. He just does them all. But he didn't even know what Aftermath really was, I don't think. So I don't think he stole anything. I think it was just he got the cases thinking they were March of the Machine, sold them me thinking they were March of the Machine. I bought them thinking they were March of the Machine. I didn't know until after I gave him the money and opened the box and look at the boxes inside that they were Aftermath. So, because they still just say March of the Machine on the outsides of the boxes too. So, I don't know. I don't want to get too much into the story. The videos are taken down now. The Pinkertons actually gave me the number to somebody at Wizards of the Coast that was asking them to have me call them. So I did. I called Wizards of the Coast and talked to a gentleman there who was very nice and very apologetic about making my wife cry first thing in the morning by sending these heavy-duty lawmen to come collect stuff and talking about stolen products and jail time and all this other stuff. But
threatened him with jail time. I mean, like, he's being incredibly generous here. Like, I would fucking own half of fucking Hasbro if this happened to me, motherfucker. You're gonna call me up, wake me up in the morning, knowing that I stream at night, wake me up in the morning, show up with armed fucking guards and threaten me to go to jail? The fuck out of here.
They don't believe that we stole anything, which we didn't, and they don't believe that. I don't know if they believe anybody really stole anything or if it was just an accident or whatever. But they needed the product so they could try and they wanted the product back so they could try and figure out where the hole was so they can plug the hole. Is exactly what his words were to me, and he did apologize.
That's a lie. They're just mad because it stole their thunder because it was leaked out early. They don't need the product back to know the hole. They could have asked them the lot number, the box number, and been done with it, right?
And they know that they took a lot of stuff that we had paid a lot of money for, and he actually said they are going to try and compensate us a little by sending us some other product, and was asking me kind of what product I liked and whatnot. So
they seized it without refunding him what he paid, and said they're going to try to compensate us, if they can, They're going to try to compensate us. Maybe send us some more. They'd be paying me fucking quadruple whatever I fucking paid for them.
He seemed very nice. Wizards of the Coast is they're not being rude about it or anything. They're being very cordial and apologizing that they had to go to drastic means by sending the Pinkertons to my front door.
Of course they don't have a court order, and saying they had to go to drastic means by sending the Pinkertons. They had to go to drastic means. It was the day after he posted his video. Of course they don't have a fucking court order. They don't have shit.
But they are, like I said, asking if they could send me some product to make up for the loss of money. So we'll see what happens with that. I'll let you guys know what happened with it. But they did seem very nice.
God, I wish a motherfucker would try me once. I wish a motherfucker would. And nothing like horrible like this happens to me. Mine's just shitty enough it fucks up my whole day, but it's never shitty enough to where like somebody's got to fucking pay for this shit.
Very laid back about the whole thing, and they just wanted the product back so they could try and figure out where the mistake happened, or if somebody actually did steal steal a box off the back of a truck or something. I don't know, but I really don't think that's what happened. I think it's just that the names were too similar. March of the Machine Aftermath. Somebody got them mixed up somewhere along the line and sent out the wrong boxes to the gentleman that I bought them from, and he just wasn't in the know with Magic enough to know that it was the wrong set. So
I'm already tired of him making excuses. Let's just take the number one here.
The headlines coming out of Wizards of the Coast keep getting weirder. When is it going to stop?
This is my nightmare!
Yesterday, news emerged that a Magic the Gathering YouTuber was beset by detectives from the Pinkerton agency. Yes, that Pinkerton agency, the one from your history books, you know, the ones that were notorious for busting up unions in the 1890s and early 1900s. The actual bad guys from Red Dead Redemption.
Literally the bad guys on the video game Red Dead Redemption 2.
After that YouTuber posted video of several Magic the Gathering cards that he gained through legitimate means a month before the sets were due to be released. The reaction to the news that Wizards or its parent company Hasbro had sent over agents of the notorious union-busting agency to a YouTuber's house and intimidated him with threats of jail time and, for crying out loud, made the dude's wife cry was overwhelmingly negative. Although it was...
the threats made his wife cry. I don't understand. How do people keep their shit together? Like, we would have had a union busting. We would have had a goddamn war zone right outside the fucking camper.
Intermingled with some confusion that the Pinkerton agency still exists today. Of course, it's likely that Wizards was just the fall guy for a corporate decision from
Hasbro.
Hasbro hierarchy. After all, Hasbro's director of security risk management is an ex-Pinkerton agent. I wonder who decided to give that agency a call to go to some YouTuber's house and steal some cards back from them.
So one of the guys from Hasbro corporate is an ex-Pinkerton agent, and he probably even thought, like, I know this isn't legit, but this is a scare tactic. They had no rights to seize the cards. They had no rights to take the cards. They had no right to not leave him any monetary gain. Like, this is our property. We think you stole it, blah, 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 blah. Like, they can't, the courts have to get involved, even if he did steal it. Even if this motherfucker broke into the factory and stole the first fucking box off the line and took it home and immediately made a YouTube video. Made his fucking wife cry.
Anyways, the Pinkerton debacle is just the latest example of Wizards of the Coast struggling to understand its fan base as it undergoes a radical transformation from plucky niche game studio to crown jewel of the Hasbro empire. We saw this during the OGL match.
Ever since Hasbro has bought Wizards makes D&D, if you don't know, and I like playing D&D. We play it on the channel sometimes. I want to get a D&D game started once a week if I can find some people that can dedicate a few hours to be on live stream once a week. I want to go back and do a D&D game, and I think I've got some really cool ideas. A really cool setting that I've got set up. I need a lot more preparation than I had last time, and it's just got to be longer than it was last time. I know people are like, longer? You already played for like 2 hours a session. It has to be longer to get stuff accomplished. It takes a long game. It takes a long time, especially when you got new people that don't really understand like role playing and how to advance the story and you know how to get through things. It just takes a while, right? But we're gonna have to have a little bit longer sessions, and I think about making it once a week. And then doing it for maybe like set it up for like 4 hours with maybe like a 10-minute break or something in the middle or a couple places. But yeah, they make Magic the Gathering cards. They make D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, and they got bought out by Hasbro a while back. And since then, the corporate overlord taken over, a lot of stuff have changed. They tried to change what they call the OGL, which is the Open Gaming License. So the way the OGL works is I'll never own any D&D, but I could basically take the world that they created and I could write my own little story, my own little setting, my own little world using their rules, their country, and I could publish that for free, or I could sell it and put it out and say, hey, here's for $5. This is a campaign setting and characters and bad guys and blah, blah, blah. And then you, as the dungeon master, won't have to make it up. They try to take all that away. They try to lock it up, right, to where nobody could use their proprietary. They said they would be nice about it and let people use it. But basically, it took the writing out. And we all know when a company says, oh, we'll still let you do that. We're putting this in the contract to protect us and to protect you, but we're not going to enforce this part. Bullshit. The bullshit.
When a corporate apology written by parties unknown that followed a
exactly, Dr. J.
to directly intercede, with D&D's new executive producer admitting in multiple interviews that members of the Wizards team knew the damage that trying to revoke the OGL would do and were essentially ignored. We saw it during the D&D Creator Summit, a well-meaning event that was meant to shore up confidence between the D&D franchise and the content creators that they hire and use, but it led to rampant disinformation about one D&D being canceled when it wasn't, comments about half-elves and half-orcs being radically misconstrued and requiring correction by Wizards of the Coast and people like us, and tons of creators taking flack for even...
Plus, they're getting overly woke. So, like, in the game, you have, like, in the game D&D, you have half-elves and half-orcs. Well, they've suddenly decided that's racist. But elves and orcs don't exist. And they're half-human, half-elf, right? That's a half-elf. Halflings. Like, those are all raceless now. So they like getting overly woke, trying to protect their property. But how can you be racist against an orc? Or an elf?
Even attending the event while simultaneously being relied upon to act as the press because actual press members, like myself, weren't invited.
Yeah, he gave up way too easy, Desert Doxies.
Want your company anyway. And when creators did ask the tough questions,
everybody, like, I can't exactly blame them. Everybody has to be on their toes about everybody's terrified of getting canceled. You know what I'm saying?
Couldn't even provide them with basic answers, even while trying to convince those content creators to sell content on D&D Beyond and buy into the D&D brand even more. We've even seen unforced airs coming from the company's president, Cynthia Williams, when she called the D&D brand under-monetized to investors, leading to
the D&D brand's under-monetized. So now they're trying to monetize everything. Basically, it seemed like when Wizards owned the company without Hasbro, they made a killing, right? But other creators could get a piece of the pie. You know, there were other creators that were doing this and streaming that and making videos about this and making their own settings and their own books and their own adventuring guides and shit like that. And Hasbro said, no. Anybody that's making money is us. No one else can use any of our stuff. But D&D, the only reason it's grown the way it is because it is open gaming, right? You can use their rules and their logic and their characters, and you can do anything. You can have a modern high school, or you can have, in our game, we had cell phones. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had Donald Trump. Like, that's the reason it grew the way it did, and now they're trying to change everything and expecting people. So one of their final nail in the coffins, I think, is there is a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, YouTube channel, one of the biggest ones that is probably directly responsible. That is probably directly responsible for the upsurge in D&D recently, and it's called Critical Role. Okay? It's these guys here. They get a ton of views. They play D&D. They get a shit ton of views. They're huge. They have campaigns going on all the time. And, you know, it's like a group of people that they're voice actors. So they're already good at this, like, role playing and stuff. And I even watch them. I'm not going to lie. I watch them. They're releasing their own game system that would directly compete with Dungeons and Dragons. Okay? They're releasing their own game system. It's called, what was it called? It is called, I'll have to see if they got a video on it. I can't remember what the fuck they called. I can just Google it. Critical Role. I want to say like Deadwood or Dead. I don't know. A new RPG system 7 days ago. And they're probably going to take off on it. They're actually releasing a couple. Illuminated Worlds that you play it with just a D6 dice. And it is like, you use a D6 dice, and it's like for a Daggerheart. Okay, Daggerheart's the name of it. So they have one. They're actually releasing 3 different ones. So the one that's called Illuminated Worlds is like for easier for people to get into. You just use a regular 6-sided die. And it's for like shorter play, newer people that, you know, like one story. It's not like a long campaign. It takes like 2 years to finish. It's like a short thing. They're releasing that. There's another one called Queen by Midnight, and it is like a deck game, a deck building game that'll be like Magic the Gathering cards. So you build a deck and play. And then their last one is called Daggerheart, which is just like D&D. You use a D20 and all the other dice, and you play through D&D. Now, they are directly responsible, I think, in a lot of ways for the resurgence of D&D. They're huge on Twitch. It was leaked how much money they made on their Twitch streams, and it was a fucking ton, okay? So there's a lot of followers, a lot of viewers, 550,000 views on this one. Like, there are some insane, let's see the most popular. 8.9 million views, 6.6 million views, 5.2, 4 million views. And this is on YouTube. It's only live on Twitch. And then they put the replays on YouTube. And they are releasing a competitor to it, mostly, and at a very good time. I think they may have not released this if D&D or Wizards of the Coast hadn't been messing up so much. But they've got the perfect, everybody's mad at Wizard of the Coast right now. Everybody. And because of that, with Critical Role releasing their thing, I think it's going to be not a nail in the coffin. D&D will always be around. Plus, D&D is trying to upgrade from 5e, 5th edition, to something called D&D 1 or something like that. And changing the rules again and taking away the half elves, half orcs. They're making it to where you have to buy all these new books. You have to upgrade. They're trying to take a bunch of it online to a website where you need a subscription to it. And a lot of people canceled their subscription last time when they changed the open gaming license.
A collective side eyes from anyone who has ever seen D&D branded boxers, and yes, those are a thing. And we're not even going to get into the nuances of Magic the Gathering, which had such systemic issues that an activist investor attempted to start a grassroots campaign last year using fan discontent over the churn of releases and the collapse of the Magic secondary market to split Wizards of the Coast from Hasbro for their own monetary gain. It didn't work, but that was before all of this disastrous PR came out. So what the heck is going on? Well, we're not privy to the inner workings of the grand headquarters of Wizards of the Coast, but we do know that Wizards is under immense pressure to increase its profit, especially as it holds up the rest of Hasbro's balance sheet, which, if you pay attention to these investors' calls, aren't doing all that great. And while there are a ton of good people who work at Wizards, and I can't stress that enough, there are a lot of great people at Wizards of the Coast.
Not making enough money, boys.
Charge of stewarding, and they care about the community surrounding those games. It seems like more and more they're getting pushed aside or ignored.
By the way, while we're finishing this video, we're only going to watch this video. I'm not going to take you like the deep dive on this, but how was Atsuko's audio yesterday? It was pretty good, right?
Because of mandates coming from elsewhere in the company. And we have to look to the top, since Chris Cox was formerly the CEO of Wizards of the Coast and now is the CEO of Hasbro, the parent corporation. Listen, I love D&D and I really respect the people who make the game. I have had incredibly few bad interactions with folks from Wizards of the Coast over the years, and I have no doubt that they're just as distressed from all the scrutiny and all the, well, weird headlines that keep coming out about the company. Maybe, and I'm just tossing this one out there to the Hasbro executives, maybe it's time to let the people who have turned D&D around and have guided the game to its, so-called corporate promised land of big profits and mainstream recognition to keep running the ship instead of relying on what worked with companies like Amazon and Microsoft, which are frankly just totally different companies and business models than Wizards. Like, Wizards of the Coast makes tabletop games, not video games. If they don't, we're probably just going to keep getting more and more bizarre headlines and bad press, and a further erosion in goodwill that could lead to an even bigger mass fan revolt in the future. D&D has already survived a couple of, really bad press episodes just this year. It's only April. What's going to happen later this year or in 2024 when the new core rulebooks come out? Anyways, what has been the weirdest headline that you've seen come out over the past few months? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.
So, see, everybody's mad at D&D, and then these people are launching their own Critical Role. What was it called? Braveheart? Daggerheart. I still can't get it right. Braveheart's a movie. So with them launching their own system, I think this will cut a lot out of. And then Hasbro, like Wizards of the Coast will still survive. It'll always have like its fanboys and the people that love it and the people that grew up with D&D and blah blah blah, all that stuff, right? But Hasbro is now the ultimate decider in what makes enough money and what doesn't. So if Critical Role comes in, launches their own RPG system, role-playing game system, and takes a big chunk of, they're already saying they're under-monetized, they're not making enough money, they need to increase profits. If that happens, I think they take another big chunk of that. Hasbro's not going to be happy, right? And I kind of feel bad, or I guess at times it enters my head like I should feel bad for the people who invented D&D. Like it was their passion project. They love it.
They enjoyed it, and but they made millions when they sold out. Probably tens of millions when they sold out. All the people that were there at the beginning that kind of invented D&D and have been playing D&D on all these live streams or whatever have already made millions. Plus, they sold to Hasbro. There's no telling. There's no telling how much money they made on top of that shit. So I think it'll be a big deal when they finally come out with it. I think. And Matt Mercer, this guy right here, is known as one of the best like dungeon masters, and this is where it came from. One of the best world builders in like D&D, and he's just, I don't know, he's like what most people want to be as a dungeon master. That's why people watch him. He builds these elaborate worlds and all these NPCs and all these missions and stuff. So people are going to be super excited to see what he comes out with. He's even been, D&D has even bought some of his stuff and officially published it as their own stuff. Like after he come out with like this guide to this and this setting over here. So I think they'll take Wizards of the Coast down a few notches, and that might cause Hasbro to pull the plug or to sell them off or something, because Hasbro's not done a good thing yet over there with Dungeons and Dragons. But I know most people don't give a fuck about that, but it interests me, and I'd like to play with you guys again. It's a fun game for me. I enjoy it a lot. I guess other than that, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. It's almost 1 a.m. I gotta wake Mariah up to go get Atsuko in a little bit. I guess we'll shut it down. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to do some Patreon content. If anybody's interested in joining Patreon, patreon.com/coldbeer, or you can go to coldbeer.fun and click the giant P. We'll do some Patreon content for all levels tomorrow. Please, if you have the game, try to get to Division 9. It looks like we just need 7 people to meet the next plateau. We probably need 39 people to max it out, but that's just not going to happen. I just don't have enough people that are into games. If we could, that would be awesome, but if it's all right. If we could just get to the next plateau, that's 7 people. And I'm going to try to do at least one of those. I did it on my computer, my phone, Mariah's phone, Liam's computer. I've done it on everything else, everything I can get my hands on. So hopefully I can find and a spare phone here. I bet you I'm probably 8 of them. But if you can do it, especially if you're like good at the game or really enjoyed it and have a spare tablet or phone, you got to use my link, right? You got to use my link. But if you have anything else, try it out. You click my link, download the game, try it out, see if you can get it to Division 9 within the next 24 hours. It's not that hard. Here's a hint. You're only allowed to earn so many combat points per session. So if it gets to where you're still playing and you're winning and your combat points aren't going up, just take a break for a couple hours and it'll reset how many fucking points you can get. And then you can reset that and you'll be fine. But if you could try it, that'd be great. Use my link to download it. Send my link to your friends, your kids, your whatever. It's all free. The whole game's free. And if you can get to Division 9, that'd be great. We need 7 more people. And I know as long as I can get to my dad's phone tomorrow, I have to change his bandage. I'll be able to get my dad there in a few minutes. So that'll be like 6 people we need. If there's any chance you can do it. Poor Atsuko couldn't download it on her phone for some reason. I guess where she's from, Japan, it wasn't open to it or something. But either way, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the support. Thanks for hanging out with me. Big shout out to Atsuko. She really made the last couple days. I appreciate her. I mean, even having the courage to travel here, that's kind of, weird, I'm sure, by herself, being a woman out of her native country and coming hanging out with us. We had a good time. I hope you enjoyed some of the videos we did with her. And the interview, I think it was a good time we had together. And thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to hop off here. I'll be ready for a Patreon video tomorrow and maybe some shorts or something. But Patreon, if you're looking for a video tomorrow, it'll be Patreon. And then I'll be back on Friday. But thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. We'll see everybody tomorrow, or the patrons tomorrow, everybody else on Friday, unless you see one of my shorts or pre-recorded videos. Have a good night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't do anything Phil wouldn't do, I guess. But we'll see everybody in the next one. Thank you for joining us. Have a good one. Support the show while we're offline at coldbeer.fund. Or if you can't support the show, the best way that you can support it is by downloading the game. It's like I don't know. It's probably like a $7 or $8 donation for each person that joins or whatever, or gets the Division 9. Oh God, what was that? That was all red. Oh, spicy Atsuko. That was wild. Stop stream. Can you guys hear me now? Jesus Christ, everything cut out. I think it's working now, hopefully. Anyways, the audio device updated right at the end, but I'll fix it. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see everybody on the next one. My bad. Have a good one, guys.